there, ref. That's he got the ball.
Yes, everyone, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur, and it is a massive match day against Manchester United. We have traveled to Old Trafford. We are playing under the theater of waterfalls, the theater of streams. We are at the Manchester United water park. Hopefully you packed your goggles. Hopefully you brought a towel with you, because you will probably be getting wet this evening from Ten Hag's tears to the eventual waterfalls that should be showering down the Manchester United Stadium. I've packed my swimsuit. I've gone for my sunny swimsuit, and also in honor of our missing talisman who won't be with us today. So I decided to rock the sunny kit, and also the advice of our own man, Nick, said, you know what, Jack, he texted me yesterday, which suit are you going to be rocking for tomorrow? And I said, thinking about the bathing suit or thinking about the sunny swimming suit. So I gone for the sunny swimming suit for this one. But everybody, hopefully you are feeling pumped. Hopefully you are feeling excited for this game. Massive, massive game for Spurs, because we are 3 wins on the bounce, but this is one that I think would really bring fan base together. This is one that could really gather a lot of confidence for the players, as well as also for this fan base. You know, there's been some, rough times so far with maybe some confusing performances as well as confusing results. But if we get a result here today, I think that will really bring people on board and bring people back together. So let's hope we get that today. Let's hope we get a convincing performance as well, and a good convincing result. Really appreciate all those who pick us as your watch along destination. We can go through the lineups here in just a second, but do want to say thank you so much for picking us as your watch along destination. If you can for us, smash the like button, and also as well, feel free to get involved in the comments. Feel free to let us know your thoughts on this game and what you feel like, Spurs are looking like ahead of this one. But we do have
Just
Dave,
before you get into the lineups, Jack, I just want to say something quickly. I do think today is a massive game, just thinking about it, because last year, if you remember, we had Newcastle before we entered that difficult run of fixtures against Liverpool, Chelsea, City, teams like that. And we really needed a good win to kick off that period and give us that momentum. And we ended up taking a big sort of beating up there. And it continued on then into the rest of them games. And after this game, we've got a similar tough run of fixtures. Brighton, West Ham, Villa, Man City coming up. And I do think this is the game that we need to win in order to, so we don't have the same outcome last year, because when it did, everything imploded. There was questions about absolutely everything, and I fear today could be the same. So I think we have to learn from last year and get a result here and give us that momentum boost heading into this run of fixtures. And I think I think if they do, it'll be a huge lesson learned from them. And I think the resilience that we've shown in the last 3 games could help us get something out of this. And we do need something out of this game heading into that tricky run of fixtures, because if not, it just becomes daunting like it did last year.
No, exactly right. And, really huge potential for momentum to be gained to then go into those bigger fixtures to see if we can continue on some good form. But right now, Spurs, they should be feeling confident despite Sonny being missing. They should, I think, feel confident ahead of this game. And hopefully they can deliver with a good performance today. And then the confidence will just keep on soaring. But in the lineup, we have Vicario in goals. No longer the captain, though. We have gone for Romero as the captain instead of Vicario. Pedro Porro at right back. He returns into the team after being given a rest against Karabag. You have Romero, our capitano for this game. We'll see if he can lead us to glory here. Van de Ven, who had an impeccable game against Karabag, is back into the team, of course. We're desperately in need of him in games like this for that recovery pace and just that Rolls Royce type style of defending that he has. Such a beautiful center back to watch. Destiny Udogie at left back, who also I think had a very inspired performance against Karabag. He really came on and put in a proper shift for us. We need him to do that again today. And then we have Madison in the midfield with Bentancur and Kulusevski. Basuma is being left on the bench. Bentancur is still being trusted as the number 6 for now. And Ange Postecoglou hasn't changed up that midfield. Maybe this is the midfield that he is most comfortable with. This is the midfield that he thinks has the best chance of getting results on a consistent basis. So he has gone for that midfield of Kulusevski, Madison, and Bentancur, which has given us some recent wins. We have Johnson staying on the right, probably, I'd assume, staying on the right wing, with Solanke up top, and then Timo Weenie back into the lineup at left wing, which has been definitely a divisive point for Spurs fans, because they thought maybe this was a chance for Mikey Moore. This was a chance for Kulusevski to be moved elsewhere, but it looks like Ange Postecoglou is going to keep his faith in the Timo Werner, in the Timo Werner. We have Forster on the bench, Spence there as well, Dragishin, Gray, Basuma, Bergvall, Sarr, Moore, and Lancashire. Lancashire on the bench as well as Mikey Moore, 2 of the younger options, 2 of the younger talents. See if they could even be called upon at any point in this game. Could be an interesting one. But let's get to the chat here, Dave. We have so many in the house. We have Mark in there nice and early saying Sonny should never have started on Thursday. Ange caused a Van de Ven, and now he's caused Sonny to miss games. I kind of agree slightly with Mark here. It's just that with Sonny, it feels like, we do rely on him almost all the time, almost every game. And then when he doesn't perform, sometimes Spurs fans are quick to call for him, to be sold, or quick for him to be gone. Now it's time for the other players to step up, right? We're constantly always blaming our better players for maybe not getting over the line. Now that Sonny is gone, here's a chance for other people to step up. Brennan Johnson, here's your time. Dominic Solanke, here's your time. Madison, here's your time to step up, right? It can't just be Sonny every single occasion. It's got to be others in order to do it. And also Romero as the captain, here's his time to step up and lead this team instead of our talisman Sonny. So I'm actually going to take it as a tiny bit of, not really a silver lining, but you could look at it in a way for other players to maybe be given their moment to take on more responsibility, to take on more onus. So I'm going to look at it that way, Mark, if you kind of get where I'm coming from. Dark Sun G saying, come on, you Spurs. Best game for us was versus Man United away 8 months ago. But he did have a good performance against Man United. I remember that actually last season. And also Richarlison had a decent performance as well against Man United. But if you remember, Dave, Timo Werner, very early on in the game, he did that Timo poke, which I've told you about, where, right, he takes it down the byline and then he kind of just swings a kind of a weak left foot at it and sort of pokes it into the penalty area. And that's been kind of his trademark when he does provide an assist, or when he does provide that bit of creativity. That's his style, is he likes to run at his defender, but he doesn't always cut inside. He takes it down that byline and then looks for a little kind of skewed kind of poke into the box and see if someone can get onto the end of it. No Richarlison this time to do it, but maybe Solanke could be fed a goal by Mr. Timo Werner.
I would hope so, Jack, but to be honest with you, I have no confidence. I think, if that happens, I'll be truly, truly shocked and surprised. The problem with Werner is it's very few and far in between his contributions to our overall play. And a lot of the time, when the ball actually goes to his feet, it breaks down more often than not than him actually doing anything with it. And it is a huge problem. Don't get me wrong, he's got all the right attributes to sort of cause problems, a bit like an Adama Traore, to a large degree. He's got all the attributes to frighten, the opposition backline, but they just do nothing with it. And that's the huge problem with Timo Werner. Look, the problem is we should never have brought him here in the first place into this football club, because the truth is his confidence was shot and probably irreparable long before, we even got our hands on him. And at Tottenham, I feel like, we made a huge mistake. But there's no better game or ideal opportunity tonight, than to turn up and prove people like me wrong and show that there is something in there, that there is something there that we can get behind. As I said earlier on in the pre-match build-up, he's the one coming in to replace Son. The scrutiny and the coverage that Man United get is absolutely unbelievable. If he comes in and performs, all of a sudden all the media will be writing a different narrative around Werner. This is why Tottenham signed him. If he can produce this more, and it's only him that can produce that can write that story today. And hopefully he turns up. Look, I'm not going to sit here and bemoan him in the starting lineup. It is what it is. We're 20 minutes out from kickoff. He's in the lineup. I'll get behind him. But he's got a lot to prove today. And I don't blame fans if they start moaning and groaning very early on, because we've seen it before. It doesn't matter. We can sit here and go, come on, Werner, yep, come on, you got to get behind him. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's up to him to produce that quality. Let's say what he does today. It's a huge opportunity for him. Many fans do not like the choice. Many fans questioning Ange. I see a lot of comments, people saying, I do not understand Ange Postecoglou, don't understand the selection. And I think it's baffling many. But look, he was always going to play behind Sonny once we brought him in here. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, and also the injury to Wilson Odebear has also highlighted maybe this problem, right? That once Wilson Odebear got injured, we didn't really have actually that many other winger options that we were even really that confident in for the most part. And also, again, with someone like Richarlison, who continues to be injured, could be technically another option instead of maybe a Timo Werner. And even Ange Postecoglou mentioned that in the press conference, that he even sees Richarlison as a winger if he needs to, right? And that could have been another option. But with these injuries and with also maybe the lack of trust or faith in Mikey Moore, this is what I guess what we had to resort to. And it's going to come down to Timo Werner and see if we can have some surprised and shocked faces if he ends up on a score sheet or if he ends up contributing. I'd love to see the surprise faces. But Bonnie, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you, Dark Sun G, for the support. He's saying, I'm not delusional. I'm just inebriated. Spurs 5-1. Come on there, Bonnie. Absolutely love that. Good mentality to have. Get the beers in. It's good to go into these games, right? You want to feel a little bit like you got a pep in the step. You got a little bit of confidence. Always good to get that sort of bravery about going into these games. We are Spurs TV. Good to see you. Donovan Osterreicher. Dirty Don is in the house. Big up to you, Donovan Osterreicher. Love that. Mark is in here as well, of course, from earlier. We also have Adrian Parker, Shawnee Maddox. Big up to Shawnee Maddox. If Werner is awful, hopefully we'll see more. Yes, we'll probably see a bit more at halftime. There, Johnny, Shawnee, good to see you, though, sir. Really appreciate your support. Lisa O is in here. Lisa Odley, Shemi Tan, afternoon, Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Let's beat the manure today and send them back to the Theater of Waterfalls, where they will be eaten by the sharks. Many sharks in Manchester swimming around. Shemi Tan. Dark Sun G, though, again saying, I trust Dominic and Madison and Johnson and Bentancur as well as Cootie to get some goals. So he's thinking that Madison or Johnson will score. I think he's also predicting a Dominic Solanke to score, and he has a sneaky feeling of either Bentancur or Cootie to score as well. You could see Bentancur or Cootie scoring from maybe a set piece, right, Dark Sun G? They're both probably some of our better players in the air, and they do know how to get onto the ends of things. So you could see them, if we are to score from a set piece, one of them doing that. And then in the case of Dominic Solanke, it's a massive game, right? He's played well against them before when he was at Bournemouth, but this is a game where we're going to really need him and also fill in for the shoes of someone like Son Heung-min, who's not going to be available today, Dark Sun G. And we'll need our Dom to be in fine form with the hold-up play, with the work rate off of the ball. And then if he does get that chance where he's clear through on goals, he needs to put it in the back of the net. And then in Madison's case, I think Madison needs to look at the absence of Sonny and also take on a bit more responsibility. He's been great in the creative side of things, I think, in recent games. He's been very good at that. But we would like to probably see him end up maybe with some more goal-scoring opportunities and see if he can get on the end of things that way. Because at Leicester City, I kind of remembered him as both a goal scorer as well as also a creator, right? He was able to bang them in from outside the box. He was able to take on players in the situations that arise for him, and he was able to put in a pretty clever finish in a lot of cases, right? And he had that in his game. And I think we've seen that on occasion at Spurs, but we've been seeing more the creative side of his game on a more consistent basis. So we're going to need him to step up, I think, and also the goal scoring side of things for today, Dark Sun G. And I definitely agree with you there.
On that, look, Brennan Johnson's on a bit of form, 3-3, and on reflection of Brennan Johnson, when you look back at his time at Tottenham Hotspur, the frustration comes because he gets so many of our chances. And now that he's starting to take them, hopefully long may that continue. I think the big thing last year is we've seen purple patches with the guy, but we never really seen him sort of kick on, and that was the real frustration. Now's the big question. These are the games we bought you for, to make a difference in. Let's see if you can kick on and produce in a big game like today, because people pointed out against Brennan Johnson, a lot of his performances and a lot of his contributions have been against the lower half of the Premier League. Well, today is a chance for him to turn that narrative around and go and produce in a game like today. And I think largely why Kulusevski has been kept in the middle is Kulusevski provides a lot of them chances for Brennan Johnson. And I think Postecoglou doesn't want to break that up right now. In terms of Dominic Solanke, I mean, look, I've had a feeling all week that he's going to score a brace today. I don't know why. It's just that sort of feeling I get. Liam Delap scored one today, and I did say to Jack that I thought he was going to turn up against Aston Villa. He done so. Hopefully, Dominic Solanke follows suit. And make no mistake about it, this is a big game for Dom Solanke. Harry Kane, he stepped up in these games. He was often the match winner in these games. He often stepped up with that decisive moment. And these are the games that we brought Dominic Solanke to come in and fill them boots. He has to deliver in a game like today. Huge pressure on his shoulders, but he accepted that coming to Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. He wanted that coming to Tottenham Hotspur. Embrace it and go out and make yourself a hero today. These are the games where Jermaine Defoe, Robbie Keane, Berbatov, Kane, players like that, they all made themselves heroes because they stepped up in these games with decisive moments. Now it's time for Dom Solanke to enter that realm. And then in terms of James Maddison, absolutely phenomenal last week. And looking at that performance last week, it's him that unlocked that forward line. It was him. And for me, if he steps up and produces a similar level performance today, I think we'll go on to win this game. I think he's absolutely key for us pushing on to try and go and deliver trophies. Now what we need from Maddison is consistency. We've seen the odd game here and there. We need him to step up again in a big game like today. You spoke about wanting to win trophies. Okay, well, today's the game and your moment to be able to push Tottenham in that sort of direction by getting a big win like today. Because a big win like today, if you face United in the cup competitions, that carries over. You go into the game with confidence. If you lose and you end up coming up against Man United in the cup competition, it becomes a little more daunting because you're like, well, we've already gone there at the worst, and then, we've lost there. So for me, Maddison, a chance to put the trophies into your own destiny today. Go and pick up a big performance here today and help us get to a big victory. And Romero, captain, look, he's cost us a lot of games this season. I remember he put in a masterclass against Liverpool at Anfield under Conte towards the back end of the season, one of the seasons, and was phenomenal. He has them performances in him. Go and lead us to victory today, and I will be forgiven.
Yeah, absolutely. Ola Spur is in here. Good to see you. Monkey32, really appreciate your support. Thank you for the compliments on the intro as well. We also have Rainy Man in here. Big up Rain Man. Adrian Parker is in as well. Big up to Adrian. Thanks for supporting the channel as a member. Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur. Big up to you, Kenneth. Hopefully you're okay, my friend. Derek Hutchinson's in here as well. Big up to Derek, the one and only. We have Bush Ranger in here as well. Kai Ballack, Slow Jamrod, Green Badge, the Spurs fan, Mud FC, and then Gunna, recently gifted member. Big up to you, Gunna. Hopefully you're okay. Phil P is in the house. Woo! Big up, Phil P. Hopefully you're all doing okay. And then Al Ben with a super chat saying we might win playing with 10 men again with Werner. No red card necessary in this situation. Spurs going into it with 10 men. Maybe Werner will play well enough that we'll feel like there are 11 men on the pitch, Al Ben. But again, that's more reason for people like Maddison, in my opinion, to step up. More reason for people like Dominic Solanke to step up, and guys like Brennan Johnson. When someone like Sonny, who's sometimes under criticism, like I said earlier, when Spurs don't play well, now here's the chance for other guys to take on that responsibility, take on that pressure that Sonny has in plenty of games in the past since Harry Kane has left. Like I said, it seems like we've oftentimes put maybe that pressure on Sonny to be the guy to deliver, to be the guy to carry us, to be that leader, to basically do everything. Now he's not here. Who else is going to step up now? Who's going to step up to the fold? Who's going to step up to the plate and be able to be that guy for us? And I think there are plenty of candidates that can do it. It's just whether they will is the question. And Romero's one of them as the captain, of course. You have, like I said, Maddison, Solanke, Johnson, plenty of candidates. We'll see which one ends up being the hero at the Theater of Streams. Who will be the one that make it rain on Manchester tonight? Come on now. Alvarez, Fachare, or Tadaris Dadu is in here. Lee Moody is in here. Hit the like button if you're not a gooner in disguise. Big up Lee. Love that comment. Big T is in here too. Big up Tyler. Timo doesn't show up today. We need to cancel the loan. In all honesty, I think we just need to cancel the stream if he doesn't show up, because we'll definitely need him at some point. Belgian Hotspur, Lazy 8. Big up to you, Lazy 8. We also have Berbatov's halftime smoke. Big up Berbatov. Hopefully you're okay. And we have Artist T. Good to see you, Artist T. Hopefully you're doing anything, or hopefully you're doing okay. And he says, please don't do anything stupid, Timo Werner. Well, I don't know if he can make any promises there in that department. Ribsy85 saying, wow, Romero as captain. Yes. I mean, before we brought up the lineup, that was my guess with what Ange Postecoglou was going to go with, because he was given the original, right, kind of leadership role and the original kind of leadership responsibilities in the team. And then, with the recent form that he's been under, recent pressure that he's been under for making mistakes, I wonder if Ange Postecoglou is going to double down and just say, listen, you're my man. You're someone who I trust. You're someone who I do think has leadership qualities, has leadership abilities. And he's given Romero that chance here. And I'm actually all for it. And it's interesting, right? He didn't give it to someone like Maddison, and he has given it to someone like Romero. So I think that does say a lot about what Ange really thinks of him. And he rates him really highly. I think earlier on in the season, I think it might have been after Romero had made one of the mistakes that he did this season, Ange really did say he rates him as a world-class defender, and he thinks he is a true winner in the team. And maybe that's what he's gone for, a guy that does know how to get over the line, guys that has won trophies and knows how to perform in very big, high-profile games. And that's kind of what I was thinking as well for a game like this, is that Romero technically does know how to do it on the big stage. And maybe this is his chance to be that guy for us, to be that big game player. And we're going to need him to be a big game leader as well. But Dave, just about 5 minutes away from kickoff here. MV Joker Davis is in here. The other Mark, member of the Mark Army. Mark Army very strong tonight. Fat Tony's in the house as well. Please don't make me drink a beer at 8:30 a.m. Yeah, Fat.
Not ideal.
I think that's something that we'll hopefully, be able to celebrate with maybe after 8:30 a.m. Not maybe as a copiism type of beer. Paro Miguel Escoberto, good to see you, my friend. Cyrus is in here. Skunky Works, King Hoddle, Just a Harmless Potato, so many people, Scooter Reacts, so many people. It's going to be hard to catch up, but really appreciate you guys picking us as your watch along destination. Smash the like button. Do get into the comments. Let us know at any point if you have something that you'd like to say. We'll be happy to address it. We can also, bring up any talking points about, the tactics or anything that you might be seeing going wrong or rightly. But it's a massive game today, everybody. This is what we do it for the big games like this, where we come together as community. We ride out the storm, we ride out the wave, and hopefully we ride out the waterfalls of Manchester United at this moment in time and the
Rom
tears
looks
of Ten
focused.
Hag. But Dave, they're
Rom
coming
looks
out of the
focused.
tunnel.
He looks focused, Jack, our captain. He looks focused. He's got a good hair going on. He's ready to assassinate today. I absolutely cannot wait. James Maddison looks ready for this as well. I just know when I look at the players coming out of the tunnel whether they're up for it or not. And they do look ready. They look focused. And look, let's wait and see what happens. It is important to note we have gonna go down in our 2 of our 3 games that we've come back in over the recent weeks and come back. So let's not throw our toys out the pram if an early goal happens here today. But I would say an early goal is not what we want against Man United in terms of against us. Hopefully we can go up the other end and maybe score that early goal today. But look, it's all about winning today. Oh, I feel sorry for the fans, actually. It's very overcast there. Hopefully they brought the umbrellas with them. Dom Solanke looks ready as well. He's taking in. Postecoglou, he looks charged. Jack, I think we're going to be set for a good performance here today. I cannot wait. These are the sort of games that we get out of bed for, the big games, right? The big Sunday evening fixtures. The whole world stops for this moment, and we're a part of it. I cannot wait for this game. Hopefully we turn up. And like I said in the pre-match build-up, Jack, we're the whipping boys inside the big 6. We're the little brothers that they all laugh at, point and laugh. It's like, no matter how much you try, you're never going to get over the line. But, and they've capitalised on our weakness. Now it's our time to turn it around and capitalise on Man United's weakness. They're no longer the bastion, the gold standard in the England game anymore. They're far from it. Their club is an absolute, shambles right now. The stadium is all over the shop. The training ground hasn't changed since, the early 90s, the early 80s. It's absolutely disgraceful. And they've got a lot of players that just do enough to keep the manager in the job, but don't want to do enough for the fans to really kick on. And they sat Nuno in times like this at Tottenham Hotspur. Now it's our turn. Let's go and give Ten Hag a Premier League farewell party, and let's send them a proper message not to come back, because we're going to humble you today. Let's fucking go, Jack. I'm pumped.
Every hair follicle is perfectly in place for Romero. That's the sign of a captain. That's a leader. That's a guy that has everything together. But yeah, everybody, I'm going into this one relatively confident. That's mostly
You've been confident
because
all week.
Yeah, I've been confident just because I don't rate this Man United team very highly. Like, that being said, they're not an easy team to beat. They're not a total pushover. But I think just they've been delaying and delaying and delaying the eventual sacking of Eric Ten Hag. And I'm just wondering if Spurs can be the team to start to really deliver that final blow to his time at Manchester United. It feels like the fans have been done with him for some time. Like, I agree with maybe what Dave was sort of hinting at as well. Like, the players, they kind of turn up for him when they technically really need to, right, in order for them not to be completely under scrutiny and under criticism. Because I think if you play for a club as big as Manchester United, you probably don't appreciate, right, the consistent negativity and the constant sort of attention that you get. So when you're under the cosh, when you're under the pressure, you do feel like, I've got to show up today just so that we don't get even more pelters, even more kind of attention from the media. But I just wonder, I just feel like Spurs are good enough to beat this team. And, there have been plenty of teams that have gone to Old Trafford and have given them good games. We just saw Twente do it. We saw Bournemouth do it last season, for example. Plenty of teams have gone up here that you wouldn't have expected, years gone by to really push this Manchester United side.
Yeah.
And I think we should be good enough. If other teams have been good enough that were nowhere near as good as us
Brighton
on
were good
paper,
enough.
at least in my opinion, Brighton have, smacked them up. So many teams have gone to this stadium and have really given them a good game. And I just think that Spurs are fully capable of that. And if we can put in our best performance, then that should come with a good result. And I'm just wondering if the time with Ten Hag is coming to an end here and Spurs can be the team to deliver it. But come on, boys, let's get a big performance today. Let's hope that Spurs can come through. And it doesn't need to be a 3-0, 2-1. It just needs to be over the line, get a good result, and we have kicked off here, everybody. So do sync up with us. But it's a massive, massive game. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you
let's
Tottenham.
go, Jack.
Let's deliver today, boys. Come on. Big
Big
game for everybody involved. And thanks again for picking us, everybody. Smash the like button if you are joining the stream, and do get synced up with us.
United tried to put the ball straight on top of the back line and put early pressure on us like Brentford. And Pedro Porro with a nice casual header back to Vicario to ease, the pressure early on. Very good. Very good start. Let's see what we're like in
Stevie
possession
Frazier from earlier and Daniel Larson and so many others that joined the stream as well. Appreciate you guys. Spurs building out from the back. Pedro Porro.
Wins the throw in. That's it. Just get it up into the half. And Jack made a good point before we even went live, actually, guys, about, if we can turn this at Man United early, put a spell of dominance on them, with the pressure around United, with the pressure on the players, it could turn very, very quickly like it did at the Tottenham Stadium when Nuno ended up getting sacked. Hopefully that happens today, Jack, all right?
Yeah, hopefully the yellow and green flags come out from the Manchester United fans for the protesting and whatnot. We turned it toxic. We turned it into a toxic atmosphere, and they start turning on the players and take off the pressure really on Spurs, right? You don't want this Man United crowd to get behind the team. You actually want them to do the opposite. And if we play really well in the first period, if we dominate them and create some chances, I think they'll start turning on the players. And if we can deliver a goal, I think they'll start turning on the players.
Over the top
great run from Solanke in behind.
Puts it back towards
almost to Kulu.
Yeah, it was the right idea to go towards the back post. It's the only option he had.
Well done
Van de Ven didn't pick it up. Adoji does, though.
Yes, come on, take it, Destiny.
Take it to him. Werner's on the ball. Just give it to Madison. Werner cuts inside.
Timo. That's not a bad touch.
Okay, that'll do. Kulu. Oh, that's poor. That's piss poor from Kulu. She's got to take a touch and backheel that into his path.
Good pressure from Pedro Porro. Also, way to not foul.
Yeah, great challenge. It's a good start by Tottenham Hotspur inside the opening 2 minutes. We look confident. We look assured in what we're doing.
Oh, what a
good
ball
into
from
Kulu.
Romero. Tries to get turned. Just one out, but I think Ugarte.
Go on, get the pressure on.
Solanke loved that pressure as well.
Come on. United are under pressure here.
There we go, boys. Pedro Porro.
Can he find someone? Oh, pulls it back to nobody. It was going to no one, that.
Got to track back here, though. Got to get back.
United are out. Garnacho's in behind.
Help out your man, Pedro. Well done, Destiny.
Oh, that's brilliant midfield.
There's Mickey.
Mickey Van de Ven. We're on it today. Driving forward. Keep going, son. We know what you can do.
The Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce.
Can he get it across? He does. Come on! Mickey Van de Ven yet again. What a run. Runs half the pitch. Straight into the opposition half. Squares it. And Brendan Johnson is on the end of it. Tottenham are 1-0 to the good. We are going to turn the theatre of streams into an absolute death zone today for Erik ten Hag. It's going to get absolutely toxic. We're going to capitalize on this. What a start, Jackal. What a run by Mickey Van de Ven, a.k.a. Flash. We really need to send him to the Olympics and let's pick up some gold medals in other sports. That's unbelievable, Jackal.
This guy's a cheat code. Is this guy even allowed to play football? He's just too good. He dribbles past the whole Manchester United team, and he whips in a gorgeous cross, one of the best crosses of the season. This guy shouldn't even be allowed to play, it feels like. He's a cheat code. He's like the greatest center back I've ever seen with a run like this. It's actually better than the one he had against Everton. It's even better. It's absurd from Vicky Van de Ven.
Thank you, Rashford.
What a goal. And Brennan Johnson, the goal-scoring streak continues, baby. He's on fire.
Gift wrap from Marcus Rashford, thank you. But nah, Mickey Van de Ven, Mickey Van de Ven, nah. Come on. And Johnson, 4-4, Jack. That guy, 10-10, is he a future prophet?
Van de Ven, Brandon Johnson, what's not to love here? It's all Mickey Van de Ven's goal, but credit to Brandon Johnson just being there at the back post, right place at the right time. That's kind of his thing, is he's just there at the right place at the right time. But what a great start from Spurs. And the way we were winning the ball back as well, just so relentless, so brave, the way that we were going at this Manchester United team, trying to win the ball back in some of these areas. It's been very, very good and entertaining.
They're so rattled, they can't even keep possession. They can't deal with the intensity. Destiny does, though, with Garnacho. Garnacho does well.
Yeah, a little bit of lapse of concentration, though, but well done, Kulu. See, we're winning the ball back for each other.
Let's go again. Number 2's coming.
So
Here we
hard
go.
Out of possession right now.
Number 2. Johnson.
There you go.
Go on.
Come on, Johnson. Kulu's stretching it for you, man.
Go on. Get the head up.
Well done, kid. He still wants it.
Tries to put it back to Kulu. Still got it. Going out for a... Oh, it doesn't go out.
Johnson thought it was going out for a corner. So did I. I thought he was going out for a corner.
Oh,
there.
what a start to this game. You couldn't have asked for a better start, Jack. We need to clip the whole 5 minutes of the start of this watch along. We are the prophets
You
sent from the
saying
bloody
Van de Ven,
future.
said someone in the chat. He has got to go to the Olympics after he finishes as a footballer. And Ray Martin, big up. Thank you for the super chat. Very, very kind. Probably a good idea to sacrifice this game to keep Sonny healthy. He is the Premier League leader in goal chances created. So it's a big loss. Others need to step up. I was kind of saying something very similar. Ray Martin just earlier, it's time for the other guys to step up. As much as Sonny's a big, big loss. Just a moment here, Madison. Come on to the
Solanke! Oh,
Solanke's got to do better there. He's got to know that there's a man on. But Ray Martin, I said pretty much something very similar, that as much as Sonny's a big, big loss, it's time for other guys to step up here. It really is.
Big up Hotspur Hippie in the chat as well. Good to see you. But no, look, obviously we don't like missing Sonny. It's not ideal, but, 1 second, nearly nicking it again off Man United. We constantly speak about we can't keep relying on Son. Other players have to step up. Brennan Johnson has been in form of late. Solanke has been in form of late. And Brennan Johnson's already stepped up today. Van de Ven has stepped up. We already seen him assist the one very, very similar for Son not so long ago. Here we go, though. Werner, good ball into Solanke.
No,
Can he
not a good ball.
Overhit. Just fucking over. It was a good idea. It was just overhit. Poor execution. But, look, we started off like a house on fire. We're pressing them high up the pitch, forcing Man United into mistakes. They're rattled with 1 goal to the good. This is ours to lose now. Absolutely brilliant. But look, let's see if others can step up. Romero on that captaincy role again today without Son, And if we can, what confidence that will be for us going forward. And just for the players alone, knowing that even if Son is out, they can still find that win.
Yeah, so many players that can step up for Sonny today, and let's see which ones do that. From Romero as captain, to Madison as the creative playmaker, to someone like Johnson, the goal scorer, to Solanke as our target man. So many people that can be the hero for today. Come on, boys. Come on, Ray Martin. Thank you for the great support. Completely agree with you. And then Danny Coy's member for 31 months as a fan show member. Absolute legend. Dan, nearly 3 years at this stage as a fan show member. He's saying, just got in from the day out with the fam and just missed the first goal. Another Johnson goal. Really pleased for him. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Thank you, Dan. And believe me, Johnson, he's on absolute fire right now. Looks like the prophecy is coming true with someone who predicted the 10-goal streak from this guy, Van de Ven. You just missed one of the greatest runs I've ever seen from a center back. Actually,
at Old Trafford.
A human cheat code of a player, Dan Coys. You have to be able to get a replay of that goal because it is Johnson at the back post, but it's almost all Mickey Van de Ven there. Just a ridiculous run. It just makes you think, is this the greatest center back I've ever seen, type of run? It was really that spectacular. What a lovely idea from Pedro Porro.
What you have witnessed, Dan, is one of the greatest pieces of individual play you will ever see at Old Trafford in your life. He's just took the whole United team out with 1 run. The whole team. No one could get close to him. They were clutching at fresh air, It was absolutely embarrassing. Man United are probably promoting deforestation now. They were clutching at fresh air that much. It's absolutely embarrassing. Van de Ven destroyed the whole team 1 run. He's class. He's £100 million and £200 million after today.
And a horrible pass from Xerxes, who just played it out of bounds. He took it away from Kobe Minu. He's just played it out of play. Oh, my Lord. They are rat-holed.
They're all over the shop. They do have chance to get this back together. That's why I'd like us to go and get a nice second now if we can. 8 minutes in, 1-0 to the good. I mean, I'd take that all day long. Come on, Spurs. I just knew it. Them walking out the tunnel, they were going to start good. I just knew it. I told you, Jack. They were ready.
Smelling blood. They're smelling Mancurian blood here, Dave.
Para texts me, says, Dave, we've been watching. I know you're nervous. Don't worry, we got it for you today, kid.
The pressure on Solanke.
Go on, Big Dom. Relentless. Make on Anna. There we go. Oh.
Come out, Vic.
No, it's going to Rashford. Vic!
Good save.
Come on, Big Vic.
Felt like he could have come out there and probably collected that one. Because look at this pass. It's a great ball from Onana, you have to admit. Might have been on or might have been off, though, debatably. But looks... no, that probably went hard to come after. Would have been hard. Good save.
He likes to save goals just like he did. Vicario. Is he off?
Could have been off. Looks like he might have been. Because Marcus Rashford made kind of a... Oh, yeah, he must have been off. He made like a bit of a face afterwards, which suggests that maybe he was pissed off with being called offsides. I think he was by a tad. Good line today. The linos are on it. That's a good sign, everybody.
Yeah. Good job.
Pedro Porro here.
Great
Lovely
ball.
into
Oh, come on, get that under control.
Solanke.
Well done,
Well done,
Solanke.
Solanke.
Good ball into Johnson.
Good turn.
Just find him. Well done to Bentancur, to Madison.
Madison,
It's
get
opened up
turned.
now.
There
Get
you
it out
go,
to Werner.
son. Out
Burn him.
wide to
Do what
Timo.
Van de Ven done.
There you go, into Madison. Good move.
He's going to get a shot off here.
Madison!
Madison!
Oh! Destiny!
Destiny.
Oh, what a move.
What a flick by Kulu, Jack. He made them with a back here.
What a move from Spurs.
We are balling out. I thought we were about to witness another great piece of play on the Old Trafford turf.
And it felt like it went off the bar or something like that from Madison. Like it's
No, I think it came off the goalkeeper and went up in the air, I think.
Oh, okay. It's great play from Madison and Kulu. And it's a good touch from Madison here. It's actually a great touch. It's just, is it the finish? Yeah. It's a decent finish, actually. Tried to dink him. I actually rate that from Madison to try to go for the dink.
Comes off Anana's shoulder.
Yeah, Onana a little lucky there, actually. Didn't know much about it. Unlucky for Madison.
I fucking love football.
Especially playing like this. This is exactly what Spurs fans love to see.
Go on, Mickey. On to Destiny. He's got Werner. Is he going to use him? He's running it himself. He doesn't even want to.
Not his own Mickey Van de Ven run here.
Good ball in. Oh, I nearly lost to Johnson.
Get there, Pedro.
That's yours, Pedro.
Good touch.
Oh, poor touch. Oh, well, one though.
Never mind.
Madison. Good ball around the corner to Kulu. Kulu, fight Werner.
Destiny!
He
took it away from Timo there. He wanted it all himself, Destiny.
That's a corner kick, surely. I think that come off Anana's hand, didn't he? He absolutely unleashed that. Great digging in by Pedro Porro. Great ball by Madison. Kulu again with another decisive pass. That's 2 or 3 he's played now. Oh, Onana didn't get a touch. Just flashes over. Kulu is playing them lovely little balls. Him and Madison's link-up play is really good right now.
Madison right now are Sauce and Kulusevski and Madison.
Here we go again. Kulu again.
Into
Johnson. It's relentless. We never stop.
On a bit. We never stop, indeed, Dave.
Van de Ven.
To Destiny.
Oh. Come on, don't do that again. Ten Hag, look at him. Look at him. She's already breaking sweat. He's already asked for a role in what's that program, Breaking Bad. He's asking to bring back a new series. United go along, and it's nowhere near accurate. Straight back to Vicario. Vicario.
Mickey Van de Ven, the Rolls Royce. Oh, get there, Timo.
Go on, Werner. Well done.
Ball from Madison.
No, get your hand down. Idiot. Worry about defending.
They're so rattled they think Timo is offside there.
Colin Turner says happy to It's a joke. Colin Turner says happy to admit we are playing way very well in midfield. That we are. The Belgian says get him by the throat. Love it. Time for another beer. No, 100%. Now, while we've got this spell of possession, we have to go and get a second and really kill this and make it a long afternoon for Man United. Oh, there, S. Fasir says Van de Ven with that run and assist from the lefts showed Werner how it's done. I mean, like we've got a defender. We've got a winger, and we've got a goal scorer, which is a striker, all in one in Mickey Van de Ven. He is unbelievable. He does everything. He actually does everything.
And 11 of Mickey Van de Ven's now. How good would that team be?
I genuinely believe you could play him left wing and he'd do a job for you.
Oh, great tackle from Madison.
Oh, great tackle. Don't you dare, referee. Oh, my God. He just loves. Give him a sandwich or something to put between his lips because he's just happy to blow that. It's a joke. Come on, get after them. We're hunters today.
Someone get him one of those kimchi sandwich rolls from the Spurs stadium. You know, have him feast on one of those.
Might have to go and get my camo gear on. We're hunting today.
There you go, Kulu.
Oh, look, he's been bright today, Kulu. He's been hungry.
Well done. Oh,
don't step in, Van de Ven. Romero, get back.
Now it's spread out wide to Pedro Porro.
Oh, he sprinted back.
Come on, boys. Come out. There you go, Vic. Poor cross from Rashford.
Where did Romero go? He just got caught in no man's land without really any...
Yeah, he wanted to win that ball high up, but then he got caught out there.
But as soon as that's passed back, he's got to be sprinted backwards. He can't stand there for 30 seconds like he done. Standing there taking it in. Oh, he's running with it now, though. Good ball
there you
around
go,
the corner.
Good job, man.
Go on, Kulu.
Kulu. There you go.
Good ball out to Madison.
Spurs here.
Look at
Great
Werner.
build up.
Good ball.
Out wide to Timo.
Man United, we're running legs off them right now.
Come on, Madison. See the run?
It's a good ball. Oh.
Cleared away from Ugarte.
United are panicking.
All
They're all over
over
the
them
place.
right now. We are all over them. It's exactly the start that we needed.
Come on, Spurs. Mickey Van de Gorgeous Ven. Sprinty Van de Ven. Bentancur. Oh, poor ball out to Johnson. Don't start this sloppy shit now, Ben Deckers. Ben Tank. United looking to try and carve a move of their own here. It's going back to Dallo. He's so useless. Oh, no, it's a good ball, though. Into Manu. Onto Rashford. Way. New boots for Rashford, please. New boots.
He looks absolutely done. Rashford. He already looks like he wants to be taken off.
He doesn't want Ten Hag as manager. He's done with Ten Hag, Jack. Absolutely done with Ten Hag.
Probably the best part of Spurs so far. It's just been the way Kulusevski and Madison have been combining. They've been doing really well in midfield.
It's threatening.
Good job,
done.
Solanke.
Oh, come on, Kulu.
And Solanke's hold-up play, I'd argue, has been pretty good today so far.
Everyone's been good today. Even Werner, balls come to him.
Sharp.
He's done all right today.
Yeah, Werner does look decently sharp for Timo Weenie standards. Get there, Kulu. Come on, man.
That's 2 sloppy passes now in quick succession. Got to do better. You don't want to be giving away a ball to United that they haven't earned.
Oh, way.
Go on, Sam. Go on, Slanky. None of them want it. They're all moving away from it. United out here, though. Rashford trying to face up Pedro Porro. He's going to look to go on the outside. Go with him. He does.
Pedro Porro stares him down.
Chest pump. That's what we're talking about.
Stares him down as well.
The theatre of nightmares for Rashford today.
Ray Martin saying on the Man United channels they are freaking out, predicting to sack Ten Hag if they lose. That's what I was predicting as well. If Spurs get a good win today.
In the morning.
I think we can deliver one of the final nails in the Ten Hag coffin.
And it would be great to do it in catastrophic style as well, deadly style, Jack.
Because this is the thing too, Ray Martin. We are Spurs, and people hate us, right? And so when you lose to Spurs in a manner like this, where you're just getting dominated, that is one of the nails in the coffin sometimes for a manager. Because everyone hates us.
Everyone. But we can't get too carried away. We've got to go and get this second goal. We've got to use this dominance now. Because these fuckers do have the ability just to go and nick a goal out of nowhere and make it difficult afternoon. Oh, Werner. Madison. Back to VDV. Onto Romulus. Look at him calculating the pitch ahead of him. What's he got to do? Pokes it into Bentancur. Back to Romulus. Back to Ben Tank. Tries to play Johnson behind.
Johnson in behind there.
That's 2 or 3 balls he's giving away now, Bentancur. It does. You get out there. Do not allow
Garnacho. Got to keep him quiet
today.
Back
there, doubling up. That's good defense.
Well done, Timo. Oh, where are you going now? It's a handball.
Well done. That's brilliant work from Werner getting back there and helping Edoji out. It stopped Garnacho right in his tracks there.
Sean Brown, why do we want Ten Hag fired?
When do we want it now? Romulus. Rom spectacular. Vicario. Tottenham just waiting for Man United to come and press them. Man United don't want to because they know what's going to happen. VDV. I just love to get them to go on the ball again and go at them. Good ball by Van de Ven into James Madden. Oh, Doji, what a turn.
Oh, well done,
Timo.
Come on.
Go on, you're through. Go on, he's not getting back. Masraoui ain't getting there. Good ball to Kulu. Kulu! Johnson! Off the post! It's off the post. So unlucky. What a move. Destiny Edoji was unbelievable creating that move. Absolutely unbelievable from Edoji there down that left-hand side. Kulu.
Weenie and Udogie doing so well there.
Oh, Johnson so unlucky. It's just off the post. So unlucky.
He's doing that smile while he's finishing it as well through the legs. Oh, Onana, you are a lucky boy. You are a lucky boy, Onana.
There's a prime example of inches do matter in life, guys, eh?
Oh my, so close from Johnson.
Oh no, who's down? Adoji. Hopefully it's
That's
not
not good.
hamstring related.
Absolutely coursed through that defense, Udogi. It was a great little flick on by Timo Werner.
What a run. He got inspired by Van de Ven. Belgian Hotspur says, we have our Tottenham back. Finn says, great move. Tyler, so damn close. King Hoddle says, desperately unlucky that we are. Ribsy, good to see you, my man. Hopefully you're keeping well. Any fancy dinners lately? Says, oh my God, BJ. Heard that expression before. And he says, so close, keep going, lad. Big up K32, Daniel Larson, PH family, Dan the Carter man, Lisa. Come on, Spurs. What performance so far today?
Great flick by Timo. Maybe it was after he passed it, Udogi.
I wonder, did he pass it because he felt something? That's my concern.
Well, it was a good pass. It was to
no, I'm not
Kulusevski
saying it wasn't a good pass, but he could have easily carried on running with that as well. I'm just really concerned. Did he do it because he felt something?
To get it out from under your feet. It's unlucky
Good touch
there.
by Johnson. That's the confidence in him. You know, when the confidence is there, it's one touch, boom, Spence is getting it's coming on. Is he ready? I think Spence was fully stripped there in here, so it looks like Adoji's day is done. Fuck.
Yeah, or at least he's getting ready just in case.
Let's wait and see. Get the ball out so we can get our extra man back on the pitch. Oh no, United are in here. Back to Xerxes.
What a
save.
Vicario.
How the fuck did Vicario save that? Oh my lord. I thought that was in all day.
He actually was able to hold it in as well. He didn't even parry it.
What a save. That's low. It looks like it's going under the goalkeeper every day of the week. What a fucking save. At full stretch as well.
Romero needs to track Xerxes run a bit better as well. Good hand from Vicario. Good hand. Him and Pedro Porro celebrating that too, Vicario. Vic is the man.
Did we get someone back on the pitch? Is Adoji back on?
Should be. Kulu.
Great ball out.
Turn and touch.
Play slanks. Does he want it? He doesn't.
There you go. Find Udogi if you can. There you go. Great turn, Udogi.
Well
done.
Great ball out
from
Werner.
Spurs here.
Werner beats his man on the outside. Can he get across? He pulls it back. Oh! Who's that just evaded? Destiny Adoji, I think. So unlucky.
Someone has to get on.
Great ball.
Romero.
Tottenham turn it over again, though.
Wins the ball, though, ref. Thought he won the ball there.
Never a foul. Shamu says never a foul. Spot on. United, though, with Rashford out to Garnacho. Just over hit. Fullbacks need to stay switched on to these runs in behind them.
True. Someone needs to get on to the end of that cross, though, from Timo Werner.
Is he off? Surely he's off there.
Might have been off. Someone needs to get onto that cross.
Who's that? Bentancur. He holds the line, to be fair to him, but maybe he would have been better off. Dragos, that Madison, one of them. Maybe would have been better off running with Garnacho. Van de Ven, great ball into Destiny Adoji. You don't have that time there, kid.
It's a foul, referee. Thank you.
Thank you. We started with some real intensity today.
Yeah. Come on, lads.
Let's go get this second.
Van de Ven. Into Bentancur. Finds the Timo. Timo all the way back to...
Accurate. Fuck me. What ball by Timo?
Yeah, to be fair, especially going backwards.
Didn't know you had that in his locker. Van de Ven. Good ball out to Werner. Can he play a Doji? Mazraoui's on him like a snot.
Madison telling him where to go, though. Good job, Matters. Watch
Don't
out.
lose it there. Well done.
Good play acting. Got a little caught there from Xerxes under pressure.
Well done, James. All the chances fall to Johnson. You know that? All of them.
Yeah, anytime it's a completed cross, it's always completed to Johnson.
It's a magnet for it.
Again, though, it did feel like that was a good cross from Timo Werner. If only someone had gotten onto the end of that, because he
I
hit
think
it right
Adoji was
into the
clearing
middle of
in,
the
wasn't
penalty
he?
area. It was right in the middle.
Oh, no.
Udogie.
You can't lose it there, Adoji. Fuck me, kid.
Romero, get out.
Well
There you go,
done.
son. Wait.
Wait. What the fuck was that from Adoji there? You cannot lose the ball in the midfield like that.
Yeah, just
Get
don't. No need. He tried to get turned. No reason to.
Madison taking charge of this move here now.
Nice.
It's a good ball out to
Pedro.
Porro.
Pedro
Use Johnson.
finds Johnston.
Good ball to
They're
Johnson.
blocking off the run of Pedro.
Johnson cuts inside.
Bentoncourt,
Back
get
to
it out wide to the
Bentoncourt, now
Pedro
to Porro.
Meister.
Get it in.
Get the
That's a poor
Johnson.
ball. It's a poor ball by Porro.
Can we recover this? Yes, we do. Well
Oh,
done,
that's-
Bentoncourt. Classy.
Oh,
Classy. Bentoncourt here. Can he find
Mercedes
a run?
Benton gas.
Yes, he does.
ball
He
to
finds
Solanke.
Solanke.
Just hold it now.
Solanke,
Just wait
hold
for
it up.
support. Give it off. You've done your work.
Oh, good move. Oh,
Oh, takes on two.
hey. Kulu. For Johnson. Timo.
Oh!
Oh, cleared off the line by Mazraoui. Timo nearly scored.
Oh! When we get a break in play, Jack, can you just refresh the stream for me a little,
Yeah.
if it's possible, please? What a ball as well. What a ball. How close was Timo to getting on the end of that one, Jacko?
So close. It's just cleared away off the line by Mazraoui.
Oh, Timo's had a decent start to this game actually as well. To be fair, he hasn't really done anything, that's put us in jeopardy, and he's been a bit lively going forward today. To be fair, Van de Ven. On to Porro. Tottenham walking that pace, waiting for the press here from Man United. Back to Vicario. Do not give it to Bentoncourt, please. Good ball. Kulu drops in for it. On to Romero. Who can Romero find? He took a gamble switching that to Adoji. Canacho puts it out.
There you go, Dogie.
Well
Well
done,
done,
big dog.
sir. That's a foul.
Well done. Solanke gets turned. Give it out to Werner. Get into the box
Good
now.
runners now, Timo. Got good ones. Just find somebody, man. Jeez. Madison. Bentoncourt, man on. Madison.
Good ball. Now use it down the right. Romero refuses.
Romero
Now he does.
forces
poor
it.
option. Well, yeah, you're right. Force that one.
Oh, great. Great pressure, Solanke. It's out for
That's a free,
throw-in.
ref. That's a free. What's Mazraoui crying for?
Why does he keep sticking his arms up? This guy's rattled. Great clearance, though, to be fair, from earlier by him. But yeah, Dave, he's rattled.
He's such a crybaby. He's used to being spoiled at Munich. That's why. Oh, shit. Why did I close the game link by mistake? What a dumbass.
Vicario tries to go long as well.
Football's that good. They're trying to stop me from viewing it. I'll keep pressing the wrong things.
Good pressure.
Oh, go on, get after him.
Someone.
They don't want it there.
There you go, Bentoncourt.
Play him now.
Into Solanke. There you go, Solanke.
Good ball. Get in the box.
Johnson
Good
into
ball,
Kulu.
Well held up. Well held up. That'll do. That's all he could do there. Johnson
Find Solanke.
Madison. Oh,
Flips
tries to
it.
think towards the back post. Werner went for the short
Timo,
one.
good
Unlucky
hustle.
there. They just got mixed up. Werner went to try thinking that he was going to drill it, and Madison ended up thinking it. Unlucky. This is good stuff. This is the most dominant I've ever seen us at Old Trafford in half now. We've dominated this. We just got to get the second. We have to take this opportunity and get the second.
Yep. If we do, I think it's nails in the coffin for United.
Yeah.
Be party time if we do.
Go on, get after him now. He doesn't want it there. Well done.
Yes. Madison,
Madison, have it. Madison!
Oh, that's a poor decision. Matters. You got to play that, man. You have runners there. Could have slipped it to Johnson. Could have slipped it to Solanke.
Should have played a left-footed pass in behind the centre-back for Kulu's run.
He had options there. I don't know if shooting it was the right choice.
Oh,
I like
he's
the
he's man in confidence though.
like the
That's the thing. They're
bravery.
going to take them shots. Oh, go on. Oh, lucky
Timo.
Werner. They are
Great.
rattled. They do not want it.
Oh,
Well done.
lovely
Let's go.
preventing
It's
for. That's
Lanky.
a fine
It's
Solanke,
Lanky.
man.
Werner. Oh, got deflection, I think.
Deflected. Oh,
He's clearly not playing
Kulu, he
Solanke
had
there.
Solanke. Yeah, he had Solanke.
Oh, well done, Johnson.
He had him clean through. Come on, boys. Pedro looking as cool as a cucumber.
They look like they want, they feel like they belong there. That's the look I'm getting.
Just the way we're turning it over, though, in certain areas. That's what's been really impressive, too. Like, even Bentancur there, the way he wins that, and the way he just turns it over, just like there. Just so good.
Kulu. Have one.
Play Madison. Dude,
Oh,
play Madison. Fuck off,
if you're going to shoot, you have to shoot when I said shoot. If not, you have to play Madison. That's greedy. The two of them now.
Both Madison and Kulu. 2 moments of greediness. 2 very greedy moments. Come on, lads. Those are like 3-on-2s there. Come on, boys. Can't be wasteful now.
No. Kulu should have played fucking Solanke.
Kulu had Madison there. Madison had
Kulu.
earlier, had everyone else.
Kulu should have played Madison there as well. Well done, Werner. Done well to track back there and keep that one in play. Go on.
Running as well. Good job, man.
Right, put it back now. You've got Madison there. You've done the work. Ganacho's just 2 more dogged than him.
Okay, don't
That's
foul.
It, Werner. Well held back. Well done, Werner.
Timo.
Brilliant work. Adoji. Madison. Van de Ven. Back to Mads. Into Solanke.
Deep. Good job, Solanke. Classy boy.
Jack loves that one. Oh, good ball by Werner.
Destiny.
Destiny. That's deflected. That's deflected.
Corner.
That's a corner. We could score this. Come on, Bentancur, Rombon, V. One of yous.
Come on, boys. They're so rattled.
Come on. If you just put this in the box, show the aggression. We're going to get on the end of this. Come on.
I don't even remember our other corner.
You don't want this. They come out here absolutely flat. We got to take advantage. Show more aggression at the set piece. You'll go and win this. You win it, that's half the battle. Always have a chance of scoring then. Madison with the delivery. What's he going to do? Is it the one-handed near post? It looks like it is. It's back post. He surprises me. Van de Ven. Here we go. This is Porro's moment. Find it. Good ball by Porro! Oh! Romero nearly with the bicycle kick. Fuck me. Oh, my Lord. So close. Oh, my Lord. So close from Rombon with the bicycle kick. I didn't even know he had that in him.
Oh my God. Sweet contact with it as well.
I thought it was slightly for a minute.
Oh, nearly.
Look at Arns. He couldn't believe it. Here we go again. We're relentless.
Or Udogi's
we'll have that one. That's
a nasty foul.
That's a yellow.
Card there, ref.
That's a yellow. Card. Come on, Chris. Thank you.
Mazraoui, he's been put under a lot of pressure, Mazraoui. Can we get him on a red? I think we can.
Well,
Werner's running at him.
Have to run at him now. That's where you go. Just run at him. Make it relentless. Double up every time. Overlap.
It's a nasty challenge.
He's getting pissed off, Mazraoui. He's going to get sent off. He's throwing his arms up for the last 33 minutes.
He's been throwing his arms up. He wants to be sent off. Doesn't want to be on the pitch.
He's begging for it, Jack.
He doesn't want to be on the pitch.
We need to kill this though before we need to get a second goal because Ten Hag will change it at halftime if it gets in like this. Right now, they're up a creek without a paddle. Madison with a good delivery. Oh, Kulu nearly takes that one down.
Good job, Kulu.
Win it back. Well done. Brilliant. Get it on the overlap. Go on, Porro. This is your time. Solanke's in there. Johnson.
Brendan. Come on, lad.
He's looking to skin him. He's looking to skin Dallo. He's got him.
There you go.
Delivers it. Oh,
not enough height on it.
Oh,
well done, lads.
Well
I love
done.
these recoveries. Love these recoveries. Kulu, so well done.
Kulu,
stuck under his feet.
Tried to get out to Werner in the end. Just the intent is there, but Man United are out here. Can Romero get across? Hold up Joshua Zirkzee.
All right, good tracking back, boys. Good tracking back.
Right, just stay switched on now. Follow runners. It's a ball over the top by Fernandez. He done that against us last year at our place. They nearly came fruitful a couple of times.
Yeah, because we played that high line right at the edge of the penalty area, and so they're just going to look for that clip ball. But then again, we could catch them offsides with it. I think that's the aim, is to try to catch them offsides.
Yeah. Come on, Spurs, though. Let's go and get the second. The second would calm everyone down a little bit.
It's kind of like we try to tempt them, like we tempt them to cross
They don't want this one. None of them do. Oh, lucky. Yeah, he doesn't want it. Press them. They don't want it. They don't want it there, Dom. Just press. Well done. Madison, now you go. You've realised as well. They don't want it. Let's go. Keep going, Madison. Well done. Well bloody done. Go on.
In behind. Get there, Romero. Good header as well.
Classy. Just classy.
And Rashford's already throwing a tantrum.
Trafford. We've 100 more passes than them in this game. We're dominating them. Van de Ven. Good ball to Werner.
Touch of a Timo truck.
Problem is he's running into it. He's just got to stand there and let that cushion off his foot.
What a tackle, Bentancur.
Oh, no.
Oh, Garnacho's
in here. Oh, well, Romero comes across. Is that penalty? No, it's not. Thank fuck for that. Oh, go on, Solanke.
Yes, Solanke. Great work.
Oh, ref, that's obstruction. Oh, my Lord, ref. You couldn't.
The right touch there.
But it's obstruction. He's got in his part, stop him from running onto it. United again here, though. Rashford, they've had a couple of breakaways here. Spurs have to stem this flow again.
Come on, boys. There you go, Johnson.
It's a good cross.
Was
that a save or off the post?
I think it was off the post. That was dangerous. Looked like it could have been offsides, though. No, he's well on.
Madison as well, or Werner actually. Sorry, Werner can see him and he just doesn't track the run. Edoji's gone inside to cover and Werner's just late. Edoji's looking at Werner there as well. Come on, Tottenham. This is a pivotal moment in the game.
There you go, boys. Great.
Well done. Give it to Madison.
Sir!
How have they only got one yellow card? This is disgraceful. They keep pulling down our attacks, and they've only got one yellow card so far.
Sandro Martinez as well. He's a naughty one. Might as well give him a yellow ref.
That ball had to go into Madison. They needed to boycott Solanke there.
Everyone's saying warning signs, wake up.
Yeah. That's why we need to go and get this second goal.
Hey, we deserve a second. I think we've just let ourselves down on some of these chances.
Werner needs to be wise up from that as well now. They've hit the post. It's nearly cost.
Oh, bad giveaway.
No. Garnacho's in here. Can Van de Ven get across? He is. Well done. Forces him to turn.
Well done. Good interception from Udogie. Great ball out. Madison. Oh, I got to get there. Kulu.
Right. Yes. Werner's in. Timo Werner. He's in. He's away. He's away. Oh, no. Jesus fucking Christ, Werner. For fuck's sake. He's hit it straight out on that.
The other way, Timo. You had him, man. You had him. He literally moved. He guessed where you went, and he still got it wrong. Oh, Timo.
That was the chance.
It's just a killer to the confidence as well from probably the guy.
That was the chance.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
come on.
That's sloppy. Go again. Go again. Come on.
Now you got to wreck him here, boys. There you go, Kulu. Oh,
that's the yellow card. Fucking book him as well. That's the second fullback on a yellow. Thank you. Bruno Fernandes doing his typical boys. Werner has to score that.
I mean,
he has to score that Old Trafford.
I think it was so poor from Werner because I think he actually did go the opposite direction of where Onana went, and he still messed up the finish.
He just has to score that. These are the moments at Old Trafford, one-on-one like that. It's the first touch is great. The second touch is even better, and he's just hit it. He's tried to go through the legs. He's hit it right
at him. No, he's just went straight at him.
That's just the player.
He goes the other way. Onana, look, he starts to edge the other direction, but then Timo just hits it right at him. He actually gave him the near post. He could have gone near post.
Yeah. He's just got to take it round him. He's so far. He's come out almost to the edge of his box there. He's just got to take it round him.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that. All that room to run around Onana.
Oh, I hope he doesn't come back to bite us like he did at Newcastle last year. That's what, 4 or 5 good breakaways we've had now. We haven't punished United.
Yeah.
Madison. It's an in-swinger.
Yes.
Oh, he's out. Kulu. That's a penalty.
Mickey
He slipped, did he? Corner kick.
Johnson.
Just banging everybody.
Come on, boys.
Come on.
No, yeah, Timo's chance there, biggest one of the game, and then I would look at also Kulusevski and Madison had those two outside the box, outside the penalty area that I wish they did a lot better with. But just got to keep this pressure on and see if we can grab this second here. Come on, yes!
Oh, we still got it though.
Romero.
Oh, that's a free rep. Madison. Well done. Good ball. Time Johnson. Oh, tries to disguise back to Madison.
Romero, good job.
Werner, back to Romero.
Oh, too much there. Too much there. You got to help him out too, Timo.
You got to try and cut that at source here now.
Get out there, Pedro. Yeah, he's just got to help him out there, though, Timo. And Romero's doing too much.
I don't think he has that ability to be able to take two players on in that.
Romero's also out of position here. Well done, Mickey Van de Ven. One-man defense.
Well done, Madison.
See you later, sir.
It's not second yellow. It's not Dallo. Oh, it's Fernandez. Could that be red? Yes! He's tapped out. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Fuck off, Bruno, you rat.
Must have been a nasty challenge. It must have been a nasty challenge.
Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio. Oh, they're so rattled. They are done for. We just got to go and score goals. That's
nasty. That's petulant.
Oh, that's nasty. He wanted a reason to get out of the game, Jack. He was moaning at the referee before that. I could see that tap out moment coming. There it is.
Yeah, he slips and then he just sticks out a stud.
Well, he slipped, but they can't argue that he slipped because once he slipped.
Well, he slipped and then he doubled down. He tried to still win the ball after
It's intentional.
Slipping.
Look at that. Yeah.
So intentional. He's just he slips and then he tries to make up for it by taking him down.
And
he
takes him down with
his stud.
What he did against Chelsea, he has to walk here.
Takes him down with his stud.
Is he staying on?
No, he's been sent off.
Tell him to go. Yeah, get off, you little rat. That's it, Madison. You tell him.
See you later. Yeah,
I suckered you into it. Get off the pitch, idiot. That's it, Madison. You tell him. Yeah. Yep. You've done it.
Obrigado.
Get off pitch. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
What's goodbye in Portuguese, everybody? Get it in the chat.
Goodbye. Well, we'll do it in Werner style. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Juicy.
Au revoir, you dumbass. There, I even gave it to you in French.
Oh, he's taking the long way out. He's taking the long way out to Bruno Fernandes. A good player to actually, of all the players to send off to, that's a good one. Because he's
my neighbor's a United fan. He could probably hear me.
He's the one who has he has that pass in him. He has that bit of creativity, and also Bruno Fernandes. He's a quality player. And
he's their captain, isn't he?
Yeah, he's their captain. To have him sent off is huge.
And then we've got Mason Mount coming on, mounting pressure. More like, is that a pun? Way. Straight red all day long. You're exactly right, Skunk Works. By the way, you're in the pub with your United fans. You said with the enemies. How's it going?
Straight red all day long, says Skunk Works.
Kobe Manu coming off.
Really? Wow. That's bold.
Huh?
That's bold.
He's just walked off or has he been sent off?
Maybe he's feeling an injury or something.
Injured. So that's two players. That's two of the midfield tapping out. Mazraoui's going to get a red shortly as well, along with Dallo. They're all tapping out under Ten Hag.
Yeah, now you need to really get running at these fullbacks.
I mean, if we don't win this, you're never ever going to get a better situation at Old Trafford than this. They're all looking for a reason to get off this football pitch right now. They can't handle the relentlessness of Tottenham. They're begging for it. Even the fans are going to start leaving.
They're sending themselves
off. They're probably praying for the rain right now. We're never going to get a better chance than this to go and win the Old Trafford.
Praying for the rain. That's hilarious.
Because at least they can use that for a reason why the stand's cleared out.
Mason Mount is on for Kobe Manu. 2 huge losses for Man United. Mainu and Fernandes. Come on, boys. Come on, lads. Got to push now.
It's got to be 4 or 5 now. We've got to just go and smash these. Let's lay down the gauntlet that we've arrived this season. Mickey van der Sprinty, great ball out to Werner. Look at Solanke, he's begging for
ball
it.
from Werner.
He gets it. Oh, good dispossession. Yep, we'll have that one. Thank you very much.
Find a pass.
Great play, Romero.
Someone make a run for Pedro.
No, just go at them. They don't want this. Just go down Dalot's side. He's on a yellow. Make him challenge you.
Yeah, Kulu, get running at him. There you go.
Well,
Lovely.
Johnson. Oh, poor return ball. He picks it back up, though.
Sir!
That's it, Johnson. Get him.
Foul. That's a silly foul. Wait, that isn't a foul. Are you kidding me, ref?
Lord, that's a joke.
He's stealing pity. He's just absolutely barged through him.
He's taking pity on them now.
He's giving a yellow to Johnson.
Oh, that's disgraceful. That's
dumb. He shouldn't have picked up the ball, to be fair, Johnson, but no need to pick up the ball. But he's got to be kidding, ref. I mean, he's just barged to the back of him.
Go win that. Get up. Oh, well done. By hook or crook. Look at Ten Hag. He's begging for halftime. He knows he's look at him. He's fuming. He's thinking so many things. He's thinking Breaking Bad, Emmerdale. What one can I get on?
Oh,
win that back. Go on, Werner. You got him.
Oh, Dogi.
Well done,
Lovely cut, sir.
That's Masraoui again, is it?
Ugarte.
We'll have a yellow for him too.
Matters. Into Pedrito.
Go on, Poro. That's
Matters.
it.
Kulu, great hold-up play.
Give him a fucking saddle. Jesus Christ.
Great hold-up play. Great strength from Kulu.
Go on, Werner. Take on Masraoui. He doesn't want it. Make him. Wait.
Nice. It's a little poke to the back post. Get there, Johnson.
You recycle that. You recycle that. Sorry, get it inside to Kulu now. The space is there. Oh, Bentancur. Good ball, Poro. Bentancur to Romero. We're saucing out. This is the best football I've ever seen Tottenham play at Old Trafford. Madison. Doji. Come on, let's go and get the killer before halftime.
Make that run, Bentancur. Brennan. See Bentancur. Romero. He wants to pick out a pass,
Yeah, he's dying for one over the top.
Forcing it too much there. Forcing it.
It's a stupid ball, that. There's just no need to play that.
Well done, boys. Win this. There you go, Bentancur. So classy, man, on these recoveries.
Rodrigo Benton class, lad.
Just a lot of these times when we put pressure on and, it's someone's instigating the press, I think Bentancur has done an excellent job recovering some of these loose passes and some of the... Oh, ref!
Oh, that's another red. That's another red. That's another red.
Ref.
That's another red card.
Control here, sir.
Kulu's asking a question. You have to go.
Control here, ref.
We'll have VAR on this one. If that's an elbow, mount's gone.
Please.
Come on. Let's have a look, VAR.
That's nasty.
If that's an elbow, he's got to go. No, referee saying play on. Yellow card for Mount. That's three or four players that got on yellows now. They're so vulnerable. They're just waiting to be picked off. We got to do this. Patience is the name of the game now.
No.
Romero. Van de Ven. Good ball out to Werner. Just run at him. Run at him.
There you go.
Great ball.
Great ball, Timo.
Doji. You take him on. Masraoui's just getting a runaround out there. Werner. He's looking at short now. It's a great ball.
Someone make a run for Rom.
Someone going behind.
Yeah, someone going behind. I agree. Pedro.
Oh,
good try. Poor. Pedro to Bentancur.
That'll do.
Now we are taking our time here. I understand that.
We just don't need to take that risk of threading that one through there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't need to
turnover right before
let them come out and press you. Let them expose themselves.
Oh, I thought Kudu was going to go for that one in behind there.
Good touch, Johnson. Great touch.
Great touch. Go on, Johnson. Good ball.
Johnson, great
job. Oh, no, open your body.
You have Timo.
Open your body to Timo, man. Now they're out. It's Garnacho.
Mickey Van de Ven, get there.
That's a free.
Well
See
done,
yellow.
Mickey. Yeah, I'd say a couple of times maybe Madison and Kulusevski have received it at the top of the penalty area like that and maybe haven't made the best of
Wrong
decisions.
decisions. Yeah. The good thing is, though, that we're absolutely dominated United for 45 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
50 minutes at Old Trafford. I've never seen us have that much control of a game at Old Trafford. We've got Mazraoui booked. We've got Dalot booked. We've got Mason Mount, who's only on the pitch booked. We've got Fernandez
There it
sent
is,
off.
halftime.
They are vulnerable. They are literally there for us to go and absolutely maul if we want to. This
Yes.
half would tell us whether we're absolute
Yeah.
killers or not maulers. Let's wait and see. But Jack, I do
Yes.
believe we have a sponsorship.
Yes, everybody, before we do crack into how great this performance has been, we have to talk about how great NordVPN is because they have sponsored us for this month. And so we really would appreciate if you guys did check them out. Do go to nordvpn.com/flatcap and use our code flatcap to get yourself a 2-year plan and get 4 extra months free. And with the NordVPN, you can be able to watch every single Spurs game out there, from the Conference League or the Europa League that we find ourselves in, to the FA Cup, to the Carabao Cup, to the Premier League. Nowadays, it just feels like all these different tournaments, all these different competitions, it's always on a different platform. It's on a different streaming service. And a lot of the time for you guys in the UK or Ireland or wherever you might find yourselves, you're not even able to watch every single game. So you will need at some point, I assume, a VPN. And we encourage that you use our VPN, nordvpn.com/flatcap. You can put yourself in America, grab yourself a streaming service from there. Then you'd be able to watch every single Spurs game. You also might end up saving a buck or two as well on the streaming services by getting that NordVPN. Because with Spurs, like I said, we play in so many different competitions. There's so many different areas that you have to be able to get the games from. And lots of times you guys have to resort to using dodgy websites or things like that in order to try to watch your favorite team, Tottenham Hotspur. But if you use a NordVPN, put yourself in a different country, grab a streaming service from there, you wouldn't have to stress about it. You wouldn't have to worry about computer getting corrupted or just spending majority of the time finding a good stream. Instead, you just grab yourself NordVPN, hop in another country, and be able to watch it no problem and save a buck or two. And also, if you're ever like me and you're on Twitter and you see someone post a highlight reel like a Kulusevski compilation or something like that, it can be banned or it can be blocked in certain countries. And then you can just, again, put yourself in another nation, put yourself in another place, and be able to watch a great Kulusevski highlight reel. But Dave, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just like Romero and Van de Ven protecting our backline right now, NordVPN will protect all of your the stuff that your bank details and that you use to save yourself money and buy these things using the NordVPN. Fastest VPN in the world. Do not forget that. We're watching the number one team in the world. We've also brought you the number one VPN in the world. With that, no buffering, lagging, or while streaming, and stops your ISP bandwidth throttling up and down, which nobody likes. But guys, make sure you get on it. It's premium cybersecurity for the price of one cup of coffee a month. One NordVPN account can be used on up to 10 devices. Do not forget that. And thank you, NordVPN, for the collaboration this month with us. And you know what? I think NordVPN has been Tottenham's lucky charm, because since we've gone in collaboration, we've started winning games. So guys, help us out, help NordVPN, and help yourself out. It's a three-way street here. It's all great for each other. Kumbaya in Honiston. Click on the link in the description or pin in the chat and get yourself one of your NordVPNs. But Jacko, what a
Get into
half
it.
of football here at Old Trafford. I have never ever seen a Tottenham team dominate like that Old Trafford. From minute one, I could see walking out the tunnel. The intensity was there. Probably the best half of football we've seen under Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
We forced Man United back. We forced them into retreat that much that Bruno Fernandes couldn't
Yeah.
wait to get off the pitch. Manu walked off the pitch. He just tapped out. Mazraoui's looking for an excuse to get out. Dalot as well. Mason Mount looking for an excuse to get out. They are there for the taking. We can send a catastrophic headline right around the world tonight. Let's go and seize on this opportunity. In games gone by, we haven't. Now's the time to step up and say, we're Tottenham Hotspur. We fucking arrived.
I've been confident ahead of this fixture, and I feel like I've been validated with my confidence by this performance thus far. I knew that Man United weren't an easy team to be able to blow over, but I think the writing's been on the wall for a while now with Ten Hag, and I'm just curious if there was a team that was good enough to go into their place, give them a real spanking, really dominate them. And if they could get ahead, right, then you really are going to put the pressure on Ten Hag and on these players, and they might eventually just start giving up on the guy. And it looks like that's what's happening here with Man United, that they are giving up on Ten Hag. They're giving up on each other. They're just giving up on everything right now. And it was a really, really good display from Spurs. Had some great attacking impetus, creating chances, working off of each other, but also the work rate off the ball has been tremendous. And I think everyone has looked really, really sharp today. The only thing I would criticize is, again, kind of typical with Spurs, is that sometimes we just don't make the right decision in the final third. We have maybe an easier pass, an easier option, and we just don't take it. But really, it's been incredible play. It's been incredible attacking display. And also defensively, we have looked, for the most part, pretty solid. Even though we take risks, I think, Man United haven't exactly threatened us too much for the most part. So let's hope that we just continue this on, and we should be absolutely celebrating into the theater of streams. Al Ben saying Kulu in midfield. Wow, comment, guys. I mean, Dave, I think that's where the most success has come from Spurs, is actually Kulu and Maddison. They've combined so well together today. They've really caused Man United lots of problems. Kulu's hold-up play is, I think, also something that needs to be admired, because this guy, he can back into any opponent. He will be happy to hold up the ball against pretty much anybody, and he can hold his own. He's so strong, and I think that's been part of the success for today, is actually Ange Postecoglou keeping that faith in the combination of Maddison and Kulusevski.
Do you know what, Jack? It almost brings a tear to my eye because, I had some dark, lonely evenings there where I was on my own with Kulusevski. It's almost like, I was texting him, I was like, Kulu, I'm the only one that can see your ability, man. And everyone else is, done with you and stuff. They were questioning the ability and stuff. And one thing I think we got to take, he's such a versatile player. It actually really doesn't matter where you play him. You're going to get 100% out of the guy. You're going to get a shift out of him. And that's one thing that you couldn't say in Tottenham players in years gone by. And, he works his nuts off defensively, which most attacking players don't really like to do. But in possession, Jack, you're just watching him here. Everybody's punting the ball into him. Everybody, you look at all the little intricate 1-2s that we're trying to do. Who are they playing off? Kulusevski. Because he just backs in. He's such a big figure. No one can come around him and dislodge the ball. So all you got to do is play it into him and run off him. And he's been absolutely superb this game. And not only that, he turns ball high up the field as well, getting the press on. He has been absolutely immense this half. Also, a special mention to James Maddison. He's been absolutely brilliant this half as well in terms of in possession, constantly getting on the ball. And what I love about it, he's constantly looking to play it forward. He's been brilliant as well. But Kulusevski, look, Jack, some would say I knew he had this in him.
Yeah, we knew that he's a quality player. And the success has really come through, I think, those two in midfield. Just the only thing I would add, maybe a couple of times, both Maddison and Kulusevski haven't made the best of decisions in the final third that could have maybe led to that second goal that we desperately need. But really good performance all around from them. You really can't criticize it too much. Nicholas Walker saying best 45 minutes under Ange. The whole team has been immense. I mean, Dave, it's been the attacking play. Defensively, we've looked good. We're taking risks, though, too. We're not just passing it sideways the whole time. I would argue that, I have, commented about game management. And I think I've seen some of that since the red card, where we're not taking as many risks. We're not just trying to give it away unnecessarily. We're taking our time now. I think it's been very professional from Spurs for the most part. And yeah, you could say this has been one of the best 45 minutes under Ange, especially away from home, where we don't play very well.
Well, you wouldn't think, in our we've won 3 of our last, I think, 17 away games. You wouldn't think that walking into this game the way we've played. It's been one of the best performances I've seen from Tottenham Hotspur ever at Old Trafford in my entire life. Vicario's pulled off a couple of fantastic saves when we needed him to. He's played his part. Romero and Van de Ven have been so assured defensively, but also in possession. They've been brilliant. That run from Van de Ven on the goal, I mean, it's like, what centre-back in the world can do that? Honestly, it's absolutely unbelievable. In fairness to Johnson, he stayed with the run on the other side. They showed it here and put a line between them. He matched Van de Ven's pace and continued with the run. And Dalot gave up, and Johnson, that's how he got the tap in on that post. Porro's been absolutely brilliant defensively, getting stuck in when needed, being good on the ball. Adoji's been absolutely insane running the legs off them down that left-hand side. They cannot handle him. Bentancur has been superb. superb in the midfield today, getting on possession, keeping it ticking over, moving nice and quick. And it's a role that goes understated because he's not taking too many touches on the ball. It's just one into him, and he moves it off again to get us going. We've already spoke about Madison Kulusevski being superb. Werner's been the biggest surprise to me. I think he's been absolutely brilliant today. He's ran the legs off Mazraoui. He's caused them problems left, right, and centre. And in possession, he's been very good. He hasn't really given away the ball too much. Johnson down the other side, he's been absolutely brilliant today. He already scored, hit the post, but he's also had Dallo on ice all game. Solanke, he's been very good with his link-up play. I'm just waiting for that one chance for him in front of goal to bang a goal today. But in general, even out of possession, look how hard we're working for each other. One presses the ball, two or three are pressing the passing options, which mean United panic, we take the ball off them. It's been absolutely relentless. Big question is, can we keep it up for another 90? Now that they're down to 10 men, you would like to think so.
Yeah, definitely. Dark Sun G, big up Nicholas Walker. Thank you for the support. Dark Sun G with a couple here that we'll take before the halftime gets kicked off. Dark Sun G says, come on, you Spurs, let's win 4-0. 3 more goals in the second half. That'd be terrific, Dark Sun G, now wouldn't it? I just think we grab the second, it's over. Because you could also see one of them getting another yellow card or them getting another red card at some point, and then makes life even easier. But we do need that second for insurance purposes. Dark Sun G also says, we have outclassed Man United even without our captain, Sonny. Dave, we did say somebody's got to step up now that Sonny's gone. Sonny often gets the criticism. He'll be put under the pressure when things don't go well, and we needed a sharp performance from everybody, and I think a few of them have stepped up today, and Madison included, Romero included, Van de Ven, Johnson, everybody that we mentioned, everyone's been sharp. The whole team has been very, very good, Dark Sun G, and especially without our captain, who is normally that big game player for games like this. We'll say, though, despite Timo playing well, Sonny maybe would have been able to bury that chance, right, if he was playing in behind.
Yeah, he didn't against Brentford, did he?
Oh, that's fair. But we know Sonny, our man, he knows how to put those away. Dark Sun G says, what was Bruno thinking? Man United with 3 players on yellow. Dave, I mean, we want that second goal, but there's also maybe something that the wingers can do to try to push for another yellow card.
100%. If I'm Postecoglou, obviously don't lose your rag and don't stop the way we're playing. But I would say anytime the ball does get out to the wingers, look to take them on at every opportunity and get overlaps on them. One of them are going to do something stupid, and that's what Fernandez done. He was slipping. He didn't want to do the chase, and he looked for a reason to tap out. Things were getting tough, and he sees the opportunity. He's seen the leg. He says, "I'll have a bit of that. Get me off this football pitch." And there's many more players out there that are waiting to do the same. You best believe it. So hopefully we go at them and force them into it.
Yeah, and with a goal, I would love another goal, and I would love another red card, Dark Sun G. I'm getting selfish now. Lee B says we should be 3-0 up. We have dominated. That's the only criticism you could probably have, Dave, is once again, Spurs, they haven't necessarily taken all their chances here today. They played really, really well. They've absolutely dominated. Really great performance, but not taking all the chances.
And that's my biggest concern, Jack. We've been here before, right, where we've dominated games, haven't taken our chances. You leave the opposition in the game and almost the last 10 minutes, it's just sort of natural in football. It's one of them weird things. Even though you've got 11 men and you've been dominant, it's constantly in the back of your mind, and the inevitable ends up happening. So it's up to us now to go and kill this game off. We've absolutely dominated. I think, we've been pretty good in the forward areas. We've been exciting. I think at times maybe it's just that last pass that we're sort of getting wrong, but keep playing the way we're playing. It's going to come, and we'll go on and win this game. There's no excuses for us not to from this position, so hopefully we can go on and kill this game off now. That's the very most important thing about it. That's why I don't want to sit here and get too cocky and start ripping United to shreds with all my jokes, because I've been here before, so I'll wait till maybe the third or fourth goal comes.
Then Dark Sun G says, Van de Ven already with 2 unbelievably beautiful assists this season. I mean, this one was even better than the Everton one. And that's what's ridiculous, is the Everton one was already kind of an assist that Spurs were absolutely milking, in the medias, because, they even know this guy's a cheat code. This guy's just ridiculous that he can do what he's done, with these runs. But that one was even better than the Everton one for me, Dark Sun G, by a country mile. Van de Ven, it's like he shouldn't even be allowed to play this sport. He's just too good at it. Jerome says, how are we just 1-0 up? I just hope we kill the game in the second half, because United do not deserve anything from this game. And that's the thing, Dave, right? That's the fear. Man United, sometimes they do come back in games like this when they've been completely outclassed, completely outplayed, completely outclassed. They have that in them to get a result that they just don't deserve. Spurs deserve the win today. They deserve the result. Let's go out and take it.
It's a huge opportunity with Sonny missing for other players to really step up. Johnson already has. I don't want to get too carried away with Johnson because it was a tap in from 4 yards. So don't get me wrong. They're running all on the opposite side to stay going. That's football IQ right there. But we do one of them front players, whether it's a Madison or Kulu, who's had really good chances. We have to deliver that decisive blow. It has to happen. United deserve absolutely nothing from this game. And to be honest, I don't think the players want anything from this game, to be brutally honest. I think they want Ten Hag gone. So it's up to us to take that gift wrap. Casemiro is coming on for United. One thing I'll give the Dutch, they are tactically astute. So we got to, this is, we can't, but we also can't be stupid and too gung-ho to go for that second goal and leave ourselves exposed at the back. It does have to require a bit of patience and be done in that calm manner. But when we get that opportunity, we have to take it. Werner had it. He had the best chance of the game. He had that opportunity. He didn't take it. Whoever it falls to next, we have to take it.
And then Darkson G says, Van de Ven, wow, what a bargain signing. He's just getting better and better. I mean, what was it, 50 million or something like that? He's worth 150 million, at this stage. He's just a one-of-a-kind center back. There's nobody really on the planet can do what he just did here today, Dark Sunji. It's just unbelievable what the guy's capable of. And him and Romero, easily the best center backs that I've seen in a long time since Toby and Jan. And even Van de Ven is going to probably at some point be pushing the likes of Toby and Jan, for that claimed title, being the best Spurs center back. He's just an absolute legend. Joseph saying, guys, happy with the football we are playing, and the shape has been a lot better today. However, we have to say we should be 3 or 4 in a lot. That's very good so far, though. Come on, you Spurs. I mean, completely agree with Joseph, Dave. It's just classic thing with Spurs. By the way, we've gotten kicked off here. It's a little bit late. They kind of pulled a quick one on us. Jed Spence is on.
Yeah, Jed Spence has come on for a Doji, which means a Doji probably carrying an issue. But Jed Spence, he can be as good as Destiny Doji sort of down that side defensively. Is maybe what we need to watch out for. Destiny Doji stay switched on to Garnacho. But, we spoke about Jed Spence getting his opportunity. Now is his opportunity at Old Trafford. What a way to have a redemption arc if he can put in a brilliant performance here today. But Joseph, you're absolutely spot on. We've got to go and sort of kill this game off now. Let's wait and see what happens. But we're in a very good position. We've earned to be in this position. Hopefully now Carter DM go and seize that day, my man. Big up, Joseph.
Yeah, we deserve to be 3 or 4 up. Let's just go and take it now, Joseph, right? Maybe take some of those chances that we had a little bit better this half, and we should be fine. Darkson G saying, Van de Ven outclassed Delict, Cootie, outclassed Martinez, Bentancur is outclassed Ugarte. Yeah. We are winning the battle of the players who play for the same country. Come on, you Spurs. Love that, Darkson G. Love that comment there. Yeah, when it comes to Bentancur, I think he deserves a bit more praise probably today. I think he's been immense, actually, at some of the recoveries. He's just been so good at being able to pick up the ball in midfield. Anytime that there's been maybe a loose pass or, we put the pressure on and then all of a sudden Bentancur is just there to recover it and get the ball flowing again. He's just been immense today for me. Darkson G. He's been really classy as well in possession. Van de Ven, we know he's just going to outclass Delict. He's 30 million times the center back that Delict is. And our man Romero, we need to see him pull up maybe with a, something from like a set piece or whatever it might be, maybe a really bit of brilliance in possession or something like that, because we know Romero has a really good pass on him. So let's just hope we get something from here. But Johnson, he's in behind. Johnson. Come on, Johnson. Come on,
take
it all the way, baby.
Come on, kid. Kulu, this is it.
Kulu, if you need.
Oh, Kulu! Yes! Give me a ginger from Sweden. Number 21, and he plays on the wing. Gimme a ginger from Sweden. Come on, Jack.
What a finish from Kulu. Nice early doors. We're 2-0 up, 2 to the good, and it's so deserved. It's so deserved. Spurs are in the comfort zone now, baby. We are right where we need to be. 2 minutes out. We've silenced the stadium earlier, and we've silenced the stadium again in this second half.
We are so back. Fuck me, what a header by Solanke here. Completely sets them away. Great pick out by Brennan Johnson. Solanke, boom. Get out my way, Dalot, you idiot. Move. Johnson takes over. Steam trains forward. What a ball. Great pull back to Kulu, and Kulu with a death
what a finish from Kulu.
Before we went live, Jack, we were saying Kulu needs to become a bit more of a goal presence now, and he has truly delivered.
Finish.
2J, my man.
Flying in the air as well. Oh, this guy is just sheer baller. He just is so skillful. He's you know, we were talking to Sean about this, right? He's got that flair. I do really believe Kulusevski deserves more praise for that flair that he has in his game. Absolutely love that finish. Probably one of my favorite finishes of the season, really, from Kulusevski there. What a goal. And then Fazzy Radfar, we have some more to get through, though. Fazzy Radfar saying, not done until we go 2-0 up. United are there for the taking. Well, we have just gone 2-0 up. Fazzy Radfar, looks like it might not be your favorite score line. It won't be a 3-1. It looks like it could be more. It could be 3s, could be 4s, could be 5s. You never know. But big up, Fazzy, and really appreciate your support. And we have gone 2 goals up. Sorry for getting to that a little bit late. We're just getting too excited. Danny Coy saying we're getting a lot of second balls, which is good. That's what I meant about with Bentancur earlier, Dan Coys. I think he's just been immense in midfield, because anytime that we've tried to pressure Man United, anytime that we've tried to win the ball back high up the pitch, they'll play some of those suicide balls into the midfield. And Bentancur's just been mopping them up time and time again. And same with some of the other players as well. It's just been really, really good from the whole team. When someone's pressing, other players are there to recover. And it's been really great so far. And also just in possession, I just think, anytime that there's been a bit of a loose ball, or there's been, maybe a 50-50, we've won every single one of these 50-50s, and just been so good. I completely agree, Dan Coys. And that's something that won't get mentioned as much, as how good we've been at recovering the ball today.
Guys, let me know in the comments. I mean, how many goals do you want to see today? I'll try and get word into the Spurs bench and let them know, but just please let me know. Go on, Werner. Mazraoui's scared. He's so scared. Look at him. It's like he's seen Casper.
Ray Martin said these last few games prove Kulu is the best in the middle of the park. I think that's what Ange Postecoglou went for today. He said, you know what? I'm not going to take Kulu out of his best position. Yeah. I'm not going to take Kulu away from where he's been playing really well. And I rate that, because originally I said, you know what? I'd probably go for Kulu in the wings, try to keep the best quality of players out there, because we just don't really rate Timo Werner. But Timo has had a pretty good performance, and Kulusevski has shown why he belongs in that midfield, why he deserves to play in that midfield. And he's also created a great partnership with James Maddison as well. The chemistry between them in this game, and as well as in some other games recently, has just been great. And
what's that?
It's proven Ange right.
What's that? 2 or 3 Jets bench here, though. Morton along, delivers one. Oh,
good ball. Not a bad ball. Pedro.
1 second, because I do have something I want to say on Kulu.
Pedro
gets delivers it. Oh, unlucky. But when it comes to Kulu, I think silently unnoticed, he's got 2 or 3 assists and 1 goal this season. So, he hasn't had a bad start to the Premier League campaign whatsoever, or to the campaign whatsoever. He's been absolutely brilliant. But there is a direct correlation with Johnson coming into form and Kulu hitting that form in that right-hand side of the midfield as well. If you go back and look at games, the amount that he provides to Johnson down that hand side, he also provides that outlet for Johnson to be able to play off him in a give and go. It's been absolutely immense. And if you go back and watch my predicted lineup, I said that, with Kulu and Johnson, that partnership there is starting to work, wonders for us at this moment in time. And long may it continue. But guys, honestly, what do you want? 3, 4, 5, 6? Let me know.
Take your pick, everybody. Get selfish. Lazy Jedi 8 saying it's looking like a stadium full of slapped asses. It does. Jedi. Here he is, sir.
Penalty. You've got to give that. You have to give that. What are you staring at? Oh, please. Come on, VAR.
Trampled over.
Come on, VAR. He's took out from behind. It's like a sniper shot him. He's on a yellow as well. That's a red.
Oh, maybe he won the ball.
He hasn't touched the ball. He's took out Spence.
Great work from our Jedi. Sir!
Oh, Jesus, he's on a yellow as well, Mason Mount. We'll have a fucking another one for him too, ref. How many more are you going to let them away with? They're begging you to get to the showers.
Yeah, I think Shawnee and Tyler saying it was clean. Yeah, I think it was. You know what? I got that replay.
Look, guys, you know me. When it's game time, I just see white and that's it. I don't have time for clarity sometimes. Oh my God, I can't wait just to relax this evening and enjoy this victory so much. Oh my Lord. I mean, what do I want tonight, guys? Taco flies, chicken burger, let me know.
Johnson. Skunkwork says he wants 8.
Well, here we go. Madison! Oh, Poro, unlucky. We're just... They, Daniel Levy's probably giving them to do Skywalk vouchers if they concede a few more here. Go on, Spence. He
Oh,
doesn't want it.
Jedi,
Well
too
done,
great so
Spence.
far.
Legend. He's taking his chance so far, anyway. 2.
Spence with a yellow.
United ain't going to go up and score 2, you know?
Spence has
That's
been
a
given
joke.
a yellow
How
card.
about
Maybe
maybe?
hit it with
But
his
look.
hand.
Oh, that's great play by Spence. Well done. Stop them at source. Oh, what a day at the office. This has been Ganacho in
Takes a
behind.
huge
Romero's looking
pressure
to
off as well.
assassinate him.
Takes such a huge
Look at
pressure
Romero
off.
looking to
Spurs,
assassinate him.
that was out of play.
Thanks, Ganacho. Thank you for that one. Gift wrap that.
Romero.
Go on, Rami.
Oh,
Go on,
can he go on his
Romulus.
own Mickey
He's
run?
inspired by Van de Ven. Oh, great
Madison,
ball.
great touch. Sir!
Left, we'll have that.
Sir!
Yep, now that's Lissandro on a yellow.
There you
Brilliant.
go,
That's it, Solanke. Kill him.
Madison's been taking a beating today.
Oh, Belgian Hotspur's gone for the mixed kebab. Oh, that sounds tasty. I think for me, though, it's a chicken burger, garlic bacon cheese chips to go with it, or taco fries. I'm not quite so sure yet. Or a whirly burger, which is a batter burger in a burger bun with sauce and salad.
Good to get Lissandro on a yellow as well, actually.
Yeah, that means Dom Solanke's going to score now, Jack.
Romero is actually a good run by him. I actually thought he was going to play a different ball, but he played it into Madison, and Madison's first touch there was immense. It was exactly the perfect touch. Mickey.
He's
Over
going
the
again.
clip ball to Timo. It's a great
What
ball.
What a ball.
Get there,
Oh, my God, he does well there. Oh, well done, Werner.
Oh, almost.
Van de Ven, he can even pass it like Beckham. He's ridiculous. Big up. This game, please smash that like button. Only 203 likes. I mean, come on, guys. That's nowhere near good enough. Even John Cena can see that. That doesn't add up. And he has that famous, you can't see me.
Everyone's happy for Solanke giving Lissandro an earful.
Yeah, he's fully coys. He's embracing it now.
Good ball
Great
from
ball
Romero.
out.
Great touch.
Oh, go on,
Kulu.
Kulu.
What a touch.
Kulu left him on the ground.
Kulu.
He's going to have to take him. He's take 2. He plays Werner.
Oh, he finds
Werner! No, not against Solanke. Banana. Werner, please. Oh, my God, Werner. How many more chances one-on-one with the goalkeeper do you want to get, man? Fuck me. Holy shit, please. What play by Kulusevski. 2 of them tried to take him out and they couldn't. They tried to assassinate him. Werner, oh my Lord, it's right at Onana
Get
again.
some power behind it, man. Just hit it with your lace.
It's
Hit
right
it, toe
at
poke
him
it. Just toe poke it.
Fucking
Hit it
hell,
as hard as
Werner.
you can. At this point, if you don't know how to finish, just hit it. Close your eyes. Hit it as hard as you can.
Guys, can someone bring Werner to Lords, please? You know, we need to bring him to Lords, that famous sort of retreat, whatever it is. You know, get him there. He just needs something.
Classy for Kulu and Romero there. That's hilarious. Just to piss off the United players. Kulu, what a run again.
Yeah, again. Oh, ref, come on. Protect them now. It's getting silly at this rate. How many more slide tackles are you going to see flying in behind Kulusevski? It's like that film. What's it called? That Catch Me If You
Solanke,
Can.
Look at that strength, man. Great strength from Solanke. What a beast. He had like 3 United players, and he wanted it more than all of them. Now we're just passing rings around Mason Mount.
Oh, honestly, pass me a Cuban cigar. Get me a fucking glass of cup with ice and lemon. Fuck me, this is unbelievable. Get the bunting out. Get the bus parade ready. This is gorgeous. This is where I like my football to be played.
Everyone wants Werner off now.
No, look, I'd almost keep him on for the 90 and at least try and feed him all the time. Just try and get
at least try to see if we can get him a goal. I mean, and the funny
Mikey
thing
Moore would have scored them, though. That's what I will say.
Yeah, you would have. Timo, though, it's for Timo's levels. He actually has had a good performance, but that's just the thing is that he just doesn't vary. He just doesn't know how to finish. He just can't score to save his life.
It's 2 of the exact same opportunity, and both times he provided the same finish. What's wrong with it?
I just don't. In that situation, like, I would have just hit it as hard as I could.
Well, the keeper's so far off his line. All you got to do is think it over him. There's nothing he can do then. Do
I'm
what
saying
Madison did last week.
that would require composure, Dave, which he just doesn't have. What I'm saying is that even if you have no composure whatsoever, just do a Jamie Vardy. Just close your eyes and lace it.
Yeah.
And just see if you get lucky. It's just the fact that he went for the same finish both times is just beyond me. Play Mikey Moore, says everyone. Yeah, at this point, you could consider it.
Well,
especially 10 men. 10 men also.
Lancashire.
Mikey Moore would help, he would actually help keep possession.
If you get the third, Lancashire and Mikey Moore will both get minutes, and Bergval. He's just waiting for the third to come. Werner's doing his best. Do you know what? I think Werner's missing them on possible so he can play the full game. You just want them to get game time.
But he has had a good game, Timo. Like, he has contributed. He's by no means been the best player. He's no means been the best player, but he just needs to
he's had a really good game. He's had a really good game. It's been a constant threat, Jack. But the only thing is, again, that whole thing with him not being clinical, that's going to be the biggest takeaway from his game today.
Yeah.
Because, big game.
Could have put us United were in this. We'd be 4 clear.
Yeah, 4 clear. You know what I mean? That's the thing. He's going to have to score 1 to come away with any sort of praise, because the Spurs fans will just latch onto that. Rightly so.
Rightly so, I'd agree. Everyone's saying Werner couldn't score with a 50-pound note in a brothel.
Any more sayings like that, get them in.
I love the 50-pound note. Smash a like for Jack and Dave and 3 points, says Spurs fan.
What did he say?
Smash a like for the Jack and Dave and for 3 points.
Big up. Really appreciate that, Milan. It's another in-swinger. It's well cleared. Garnacho's going to try his luck, isn't he? He doesn't.
The only thing I worry about is set pieces.
Yeah. It's bouncing around. Don't give them any hope. Please no.
Way.
That's shocking. That's a real centre-back shot, that, from Martinez. Only our centre-backs can play and shoot the way we do.
Doesn't seem to be much from the ref.
Don't
Maybe
tell me VAR looking
look.
at a penalty opportunity here.
Yeah, it's off of his chest, and then it's off of his arm, and his arm is not even...
You can't give them now. That's the new rule. If it's come off the part of your body, hit another, and then hit your arm, you can't give it. That's the new rule. Unless they've changed it for Spurs games like we were talking about in the pre-match.
They seem to want to change it for Spurs games in this how many replays. The replay merchant here. They're desperate for it to be one.
Yeah, they're begging.
Come on, Jed.
So many holes in that United team like there is in their roof.
Well done. Good clearance. Get out there, Pedro. Hey, way.
Well done, Alejandro.
Way.
Alejandro.
Nacho. Not much there. No nacho cheese with Garnacho today.
I think Ten Hag's going to have to start thinking about a different occupancy, Jack. Taxi driver. I mean, what do we want them to do? Let's try and have Ten Hag get a job.
I think he's got to think about which moving company he needs to hire in order to get out of Manchester.
I think Ruud van Nistelrooy has one. He's sitting there waiting in the rings, isn't he? He's probably got a moving company. He's only recently gone. Good ball out. Oh, come on. Get there, Slanks. Romero. Taking our foot off the gas here. Come on, get back in possession, Tottenham.
Come on, lads. My only worry are just these set pieces, but as much as we can limit these, then we should be in good shape. Spurs fans, absolutely.
They're not United fans. I thought they were United.
No, what are they doing cheering?
Think they're trying to get behind the team.
I want more, like Lazy 8 said, I want more slapped ass faces.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, get Timu off. Clear that. Thank you, Johnson. Good job, Johnson.
Defending.
Good hustle, man. Great job by Johnson here.
Yeah. Last week he got caught out nearly against Karabag, not making that track and back run. He didn't dare that time. He's learning.
Come on, boys. Just limit the set pieces. Not like we're doing anything wrong here. Just want to remind ourselves that, because that's the thing that's what can happen. Someone like Casemiro.
Yeah.
He's quite good from them. Timu Werner. I know that's one of the best ones, actually.
Like, that's the thing. We could be sitting here 4-0 right now.
Yeah,
we're giving away such sloppy possession.
that's not a foul. Raf, come on,
We're
man.
giving away such sloppy possession, passing out from the back. They think the game's over and done with. Now's the time to make a substitution and fucking rattle the players a little bit. They're just passing it straight into Man United the last 3-4 times. We're inviting it on ourselves here.
Yeah.
Should be passing it around them, building up, looking for that third. Ange needs to make a sub. It's getting a bit erratic in there now.
Everyone, wants Ange to change.
I think he's just waiting for that third, but...
Get out there, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Great job,
He's been
Vic.
over playing Gaelic football this week. Let's go, Tottenham. Come on, Spence.
There you go, Matters. Good job from Timu. Get this,
go on, Swanky.
Good, good hustle, man.
Well done.
Is he off? How's he off? Nearly scored from that Timo shot. Right, Onana had good hands actually to recover it. Well done, Pedro. What a touch.
Great
what a
touch.
pass.
Go on, Kulu onto Johnson.
Okay, well done.
Go on, Kulu. That's it.
Oh,
that's
sir!
That's in the line. No, you better give that. That's in the fucking back. Come on,
that's a second yellow. Isn't he on a yellow already?
Ugarte.
That's Ugarte. That's a second yellow, isn't it?
Oh. No, I don't think he picked up a yellow.
Oh, I thought he did.
No, it was Mount.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, that's such a bad challenge. Well done, Kulu. He has to go in there for man of the match today. He's been fucking
He's been immense. It's just his first touch today has been ridiculous. Some of the way he's received it on the half turn on all these has just been incredible. He gets it out of his feet so quickly where he receives it in the half turn and then is facing the goal almost all in one motion as he does it. And it's really beautiful to see. But it's also just been immense.
I think so far, man, the match, Madison, Kulu, Van de Ven, and Johnson.
Yeah.
Come on, there's a goal here for us. We're all queuing up at the back post for this one. Oh,
Kulu went for a dink, just not enough height on it.
Well
nice header, Johnson. Good cushioned header.
He's growing
Jedi. Show us a composure here, boys. There you go.
I'll do recycle it if we have to.
Vicario, take your time, man. Let someone show for you. Good job, Vic. Good job, Vic. Yeah, draw them out. Draw them out.
Oh, beautiful.
Good ball, Vic.
Ah, great touch by Madison. Porro, Madison. Oh, keep it in. Well done. Unlucky.
Well done, boys.
Get out.
Bentancur, like I'm saying, has been there for almost every single one of these. He's just
he's gone under the radar today. He's been brilliant.
He's just done that really good, quiet number 6 type performance where he's just there at the right time to mop up any of these situations that look a little dangerous.
And anytime the ball comes to him, he's just moving it on nice and quickly, keeping the ball flowing.
Good first time passes, really good touches as well. Pedro, see, this is Kulusevski's first touch. Oh, ridiculous, ridiculous first touch there.
He's got to be man of the match today. He's been class. Werner.
Timu, time. Now's your time, Timu. Left foot.
Goes for goal. Unlucky. Some stage, Dom Solanke's going to have to come off. He played full 90 minutes midweek. Go on, get the pressure on. Oh, Van de Ven, that's strong. No way, ref. Come on, man. You're just killing this game now. We're blowing your whistle every 2 seconds.
Nearly 70 minutes. You would think Ange would probably go for a sub.
Like I said, I think he's just trying to wait to see if we can get that third and go and kill this game off, and then you'll get some of the other players coming on. Get there. Well done, Pedro. Great fucking defending. It's unbelievable from Porro.
Fine, Kulu.
Good ball.
Johnson. Good
touch. Well
touch.
done. Bentancur. Onto Madison. Hold it. You
Classy.
got Spence on the outside.
Madison, too much there,
Come
man.
on,
Too much.
Madison.
That's
There's
not
just no need to
That's
clear
not
that one.
possible. No need to go outside the foot either.
Look at this. Look
There
at
you
the
go,
depth. Well
Jed.
done,
Great
Spence.
job,
Do you know
man.
what? Fair play to Spence. The ground he had to make up to get back after trying to originally get up and support Madison there. Brilliant. Christian Eriksen and Hoyland coming on. United with ball over the top. Oh! Casemiro nearly scoring there. We got away with that one. Holy
Anytime United get
scrolls,
close to
fuck
our
me.
goal, you just think about the missed Timu chances.
Yeah. Oh. But also that was stupid for Madison to even try that. There's no need, giving away the possession that time. You know what I mean? It's just be smarter to go and kill this game off. We're trying to force it now.
Yeah. And also, since they do have 10 men, just take more touches, get up
Yeah,
the
Jed
pitch.
Spence on the overlap. Just play it into him and let him carry it.
Everyone's asking for the subs. I'd agree at this point. They haven't been able to push on for the third. I would think about the subs. I think Timo should come off.
Yeah.
You could think about trying to give Madison some relief. I'd probably keep Kulusevski on. Madison has been brilliant today, don't get me wrong, but then you could also think about getting a Sar onto the pitch and get a
I'd look
Basuma
at
on.
getting a Solanke off as well. He played full 90 minutes midweek, and I just don't want him to get an injury, He's had a good game today. Unfortunately, the chances haven't fallen his way, but he's had a really, very good game. But you've got to protect him, There's no need to run the risk right now.
Classy. Bentancur has been so classy in possession. Romero, risky.
See, there's stupid balls. We just keep playing that we don't need to do right now.
Good tracking back from Johnson. Good tracking back from Johnson.
He's had a very good game today, Brennan. All-round game. Very good. Very good game.
I think he falls in the Bentancur bracket for me. Maybe. Well, he did score a goal, to be fair, so he'll get his praise.
Scored one, set up one.
Yeah. Well done, Johnson. Oh, got a caught under his feet. He's worked hard, though, today. Well done, Johnson.
Fuck me.
That's immense.
Him and Kulu have been head and shoulders above everybody today. They've been class.
Way to work your tail off, kid.
Come on, Ange, make the subs. We're tiring now.
Yeah, you can tell the way sometimes we've been dropping back shows that we're tiring.
Oh no, United are in here. Oh, it's good block by Van de Ven.
Get up, Timo. Get up the pitch. Get up the pitch, man. Keep going. Put on the burners. Put on the burners. Put on the burners. Put on the burners.
Now hold it up. Well done. Brilliant.
Hey, see you later. Find your man. There you go.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. He's 3 players there and he doesn't find any of them. He passes it between them all. Please take him off now at this point. That could have been 5-0. Come on, take him off now. That's 3 great, glorious chances there. He's done all the right thing there.
10 men on the pitch now.
It's 10 against 10 now.
Yeah, it does feel like Timo's hurting us at this stage.
Well, we just could have killed United's belief off altogether. He's had 3 great breakaways. One of them has to end in the back of the net. One of them. Here we go.
Looks like Mikey Moore. I see him getting ready.
Mikey. Come on, 20 minutes here.
I feel like Mikey could score. I think Mikey could score if he gets one of these chances.
Christian Eriksen and Hoyland on. Rashford is off. And who's the other one that's come off?
Rashford is off again.
Look, probably Xerxes.
Someone get a moving party to Belfast for him.
They said Sancho's off. I think they forgot that he's at Chelsea. That's some typo. Ugarte off there corrected it. Mikey Moore will probably come on after this corner kick. Well done.
Come on, Timo. Last little sprint here, son.
Last chance.
Wait.
Well done.
Oh, sir. Okay, ref. We're not getting any calls anymore. Can you at least give us a foul? That's a free
Brendan Johnson there. He can't even put it towards him.
That's a free kick, though. And he's going to give a foul here. You know he is. And he's giving a yellow. Fuck off, ref.
He's having his best to get United back in this, referee. Smart from Parole. Had to take it. Once we can leave pressure and get the ball up the other end, it goes dead up there. That's when you'll see Mikey Moore come on. Ericsson with the free kick. This could be a dangerous moment here. We've got to stay switched on and defend this.
Put away by Pedro. Well done, Paid.
Keep that line back there.
Good job, Jedi.
Well done, Spence. He's been fucking brilliant since he's come on as well.
Good clearance. Great clearance.
Oh. Nearly falls for Solanke there. United with a ball in.
Good job,
Romero.
Good anticipation. Mickey Van de Ven. Woo, don't scare me, Mickey.
Fuck me. I thought he nearly palmed that into his own goal there.
Yeah, I thought he did too. I was like, that was all Vic, and he almost took it away from Vic.
Kulu.
Good ball. Good touch. Classy again from Bentancur. Classy.
Slow it down now. Make United work. They have to come out and work if they want to try and save this. Romero. Put the ball out. Let's get Mikey Moore on. Van de Ven. Back to Vicario. Oh,
Bentancur is so classy today.
Kulu,
and we've broken the press.
This is time. Let's kill him. Johnson. Get at Dallo. He can't challenge him.
From Johnson, and he
finds Madison.
Oh, doesn't fall to Timo.
What defending that was. What a block.
It's a good ball from Johnson.
Oh, well done. Bentancur.
Van de Ven. Can you find Timo out wide?
Go on, go with it.
Madison, find Solanke. Solanke, this is your time. Good. It's out for a corner. Well done, Solanke.
Come on, let's get Mike.
Come on, get the subs on. There we go. Bergvall coming on as well. Like to see
Mikey
that.
Moore, Bergvall, and Star. All coming on.
Johnson,
great well done.
Great performance again from the kid. Got his goal. Set up the second for Kulusevski, like you said.
Brilliant.
What a finish from Kulu.
That's so sexy, that finish. It's just a little glance and foot. Help the ball on its way. Mikey Moore, Johnson giving him a word of encouragement. That's it. That's what I'm telling you. He's telling him, go at him, Mikey. Well done.
Come on, Mikey.
Go. Come on. I love that.
This is dreamlike for Mikey. Coming on 2-0 up against Old Trafford as a kid as well. 17 years of age.
But you know what? I love that word in his ear from Brendan Johnson. I fucking love that. Bergvall on for Werner. And Madison coming off as well for Sarr.
Great
so Mike Moore will go out to the left. Oh, no. One of them will go out to the left. Either Kulu or Mikey Moore will go out to the left. One will play on the right with Sarr and Bergvall through the middle now.
Great performance from Madison.
Great performance all around today.
Bergvall and Mikey Moore over in the corner flag. Talk about the future. We're looking at the future right there, boys. Bergvall's going to deliver this one. It's a good one. Oh, yeah! Solanke! Pull out the arrow. Get inside. Solanke.
Come on!
That's 3-0 at Old Trafford.
That's 3-3 for Solanke. 65 million.
Solanke with the third. Exactly what he deserves.
65 million down the drain. Dom Solanke scores again. 65 million down the drain. Dom Solanke scores again. Dum dee dum Solanke. 3-0. Come on.
Love Solanke, man. He deserves it as well. Another good professional performance from him.
What a ball by Bergvall from a corner kick, by the way. Who flicked that on? It was just Papa Sarr, the substitutes, immediately making an impact. Bergvall to Sarr. Sarr flicks it on goalward. Solanke, like the true poacher, he is the absolute vulture. Look at that. Right on the line. Boom, I'll have that one. Thank you very much. 3-0 to the good. Oh, guys, let me know what takeaway do you think I need to embrace tonight. Pumped.
Great one. So good. 3-0. Come on, boys. Solanke with the third. Oh, it's dreamlike performance from everyone involved. Absolutely everyone. Dreamlike performance.
Come on, there's one here for Bergval or Mikey Moore if they want it today. Let's go get 4 and 5. Way, look at them. They're getting up against this on Twitter. They're all tap-out marching.
And it's raining,
right now.
it's raining as well. It's going to start flooding.
Someone get the Wally the Brolly.
Someone get the goggles, get the swimsuit, get your towels, everybody. Spurs fans, hopefully they away and pack their towel.
I'd love Spurs fans to start fucking putting on armbands and shit.
I want the Spurs fans to walk over to the waterfall and start taking showers under it.
Kulu, we're going for a fort here. The subs have rejuvenated us. Madison. I'd love that.
Now that Solanke's got the goal, you could think about Lancashire too.
Yeah.
For maybe the last 5-10 minutes.
Well, he's only got one sub left now, so it should be Lancashire, surely.
And, I mean, don't want to jinx it. And also a clean sheet so far.
Oh, lad. That's
so
what,
good.
2 on the bounce?
So good. Bentancur telling Sarr where to stand. Bentancur, he feels like he has it all on his own. He's like, you know what, I have this. I've been controlling this game all game. Give me that midfield. He wants the midfield. I'm just going
to put the man of the match poll up right now.
I think you have to give it to Madison, Kulusevski, Johnson, and Van de Ven, like you said.
Because I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the last 10 minutes of this. I've never seen this at Old Trafford from Tottenham before.
Jedi. Hungry Jedi as well. Finds a great run for Mikey Moore. Woo! Risky challenge from Mazraoui, and that was definitely a corner. How is that a goal kick? Mikey's asking the question. Dragishin coming on. Interesting.
Probably get Van de Ven off the knee, play 90 minutes.
Yes. Smart idea, actually. I'd take that, actually. That's another substitution. Does make some sense, actually. The only thing I now think about is you hope that Udogie isn't out for too long.
Who did we say? Johnson, Kulusevski, Van de Ven, and Madison, or Bentancur?
I think we went Kulusevski, Madison, Johnson, Van de Ven.
I wish I could.
I would get. I like Bentancur for me. It's just one of the. It's like what people praise Rodri for.
Yeah.
Right. It's one of those performances that you barely notice, but when you think about it, you're like, yeah, he's controlled the game and he's done everything well. Lovely Meg from Sarr.
Poll is up, guys. Man, the match. Get your votes in. Shawnee Malick's member for 13 months. Old Trafford's waterfall is sourced from United's tears. Now get Mikey a goal. Yeah, what do we call it now? Theatre of tears now, Sean. He's gone from theatre of streams to theatre of tears right now. Look, even their players are on the ground crying. They all want out. The fans are tapping out. It's disgusting. We've absolutely destroyed. We've put the final left nail in the coffin. What a header.
Like you said, Dave, even when you're mad at Radu Dragishin, you don't want to get too mad at him because you don't want to run into a Dragishin in a dark alley. Guy looks like he's...
Shawnee, I'd love a Mikey Moore goal. If he scored today, I'd lose my shit.
Dragishin's the sort of guy where he goes to the club and he pats down the bouncer. It's like he pats down himself, you know, Dragishin, when he walks in.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's the head security. That's what the man bun is. It's the man bun for head security. Oh, look at that. Look at that bald head of Ten Hag's getting absolutely pissed down on as well. I
just want to know if it's too early. I threw it all. The Big Ange song. Anyone ready for it? Anyway, will I get out the apology forms on Twitter tonight, Jack?
The apology forms
to deliver the apology form.
Johnson apology forms are closer to being signed. Ange Postecoglou apology forms closer to being signed. So many apology forms. Everybody, get the printer ready. Get the printer ready. Got to get out these apology forms to everybody.
Through it all, we play the way we want to. Come on, sing it with me. With Big Ange Postecoglou. Whether it's right or wrong,
it's Big Ange
ball. You can keep your Pochettino, your Conte and Mourinho, and even Christian Gross. Because everywhere we go,
I'm loving Big Ange instead.
Come on, it's back. Tottenham are so back, baby.
Daniel
feels
Larson in the
good.
chat. I'm sorry. Who are you saying you're sorry to, Daniel? Everyone?
Oh, I'm just delighted.
Daniel Larson singing it as well in the chat. Probably going to have a good week at work, Daniel. Do you got any United friends up in Norway? I bet you do. Paying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a visit?
Well, there was a report recently saying he wouldn't mind the job back. Might have to pull him out of doing the Avs job at Lapland and get him into the United job for Christmas again.
Looper Cal saying, don't give up the J job, lads.
Oh, look, I've already got a message from Simon Cowell. I've had to turn him down. Said, look, Spurs need me.
Irish X Factor. They've been calling.
Louis Walsh.
Dark Sun G saying, we have outclassed Man United without Sonny. It's good to see the youths, I think he's also saying.
It's great to see the youths out there getting these minutes. You know, even though it's not very meaningful, well, it is meaningful minutes to a degree, but, you know, just to be out there in the atmosphere and get used to it and have that winning feeling that they've been to Old Trafford, you know, the bastion of an English game, like I said, notoriously hard place to go, and they've got that winning feeling there already. It can only be good for the club going forward.
And then also Shawnee Maddox from earlier. I accidentally skipped that. Sorry, Shawnee. Member for 13 months as well as an elite member. Thank you, Shawnee, for your support. And thanks for, like I said, with Edward, being a good ambassador of this community. Been a good example to the rest of us. Just a sec. We get to see a little Mikey magic here, Shawnee. Well done.
Oh, we should try out the two of them. Well done.
He says, Old Trafford's waterfall is sourced from United's tears. Now get us a Mikey goal. That's exactly what we're looking for, Shawnee. Getting a Mikey goal. You think he would bury one of those chances that Werner had as well?
Yeah, he would have buried one of them.
But thank you for the 13 months of support as an elite member, Sean. You've been, like I said, a very good ambassador of this community, a good example to the rest of everybody, and just a good, kind person.
Oh, go on,
Darks, and hopefully you're playing the FIFA tonight with Dave to celebrate, Sean. Hopefully you're getting on the FIFAs. Dark Sun G saying we have outclassed without Sun. Yeah, great to see the use. Yeah. Absolutely, just dominated them. And I went into this game happy clapping Dark Sun G. I'm not sure if you heard that, but I was confident ahead of this game, and I feel like I've been validated with that confidence today. I was a really sneaky feeling it was going to be a good win today.
And we've done this without Sun. Yeah. Done this without Son. It's absolutely huge to do this out without your club captain, the guy that we rely on the most. Here we go again. Can we get a fifth? Bergvall, play Mikey Moore. Bergvall!
Damn. He's allowed to be a little selfish after what happened in the last game.
We forgive you, Lucas. Should have played more, though. But big up Dark Sun G. Do you know what? And this gives me so much hope going forward that even if we do, you know, Son suffers an injury or whatever, you know, and hopefully gives everybody confidence that the likes of Carabao game, we don't need Son. That was my whole point in January. You don't need Son to beat them sort of teams. And now that we've shown that we can go and beat Man United without him, hopefully, you know, in these cup games now we can preserve Son for the really big games. Here we go. Jedi Spence, marauding forward, looking to go at Mazraoui. Back to Bergvall, into Bentancur, to Bergvall, onto Spence. Play Mikey Moore. Oh, it's poor by Spence.
I love Alvarez Fachare's comment from earlier. He said, Mount has been taken off, needs to see his mommy after that dragon tackle.
Yeah, he only got subbed on as well. Another one that couldn't wait to tap out.
Needs to see his mommy after the dragon tackle.
What a contribution. Gets subbed on, picks up a yellow card, and then comes off injured. How much did they pay for him? Oh, what a weekend. What a weekend. Aston Villa dropping points. Brilliant. Capitalised on that today. Perfect. Man City dropping points. Capitalised onto that today. Perfect. That's our season kicking off today. Get ready, guys. Get the beers in. The roller coaster is about to start. This is handball. Could have won this 7-0 today. In fact, I might actually watch Match of the Day today. Can't get enough of this. Onana. What's my name? He doesn't even remember it. He's been bamboozled. Oh, great header backwards. Well done, Vic. Getting tired, Jack. Getting bored. You want
Yeah.
four?
Getting tired of beating. I'm getting tired of winning 3-0. Too many 3-0s for me in 1 week. Sorry.
Uh-uh.
It's just such a bad performance. Man United's putting me to sleep.
Bergval. Ah,
Oh,
come on.
he had Sar there.
Yeah, he's got to unleash him. Bergval's trying to contain the game. We want 5 and 6.
Pedro Porro, what a defensive performance
He's been
from this
brilliant
guy.
today. What a performance. I'm going to have to message him after the game.
He stays so focused though, Pedro Porro. That's the thing, right? Is that he stays motivated. Even at 3-0, he's still giving chest bumps and he's still.
Do you know what I love from Pedro performance today? I said in my predicted lineup, he's got caught recently with backing off his opponents and allowing them to cross the ball. Brentford, prime example, right? Earlier on, backed off his opponent, allowed him to cross the ball, they scored. I said to him, I want him to get touch tight to that winger today and stop the ball at source. And every time they've gone to whip that ball in, he's been there.
Yeah, and Garnacho is not an easy person to come up against. I do rate Garnacho, and
so do I.
He's had a bad performance today, and that's probably thanks to Pedro Porro having such a good one.
Yeah.
He's looked rattled today.
Well done, Moore.
That's a foul. Thank you, referee. Great work
Yellow
from
card?
Moore.
Maybe? No?
Great work from Mikey.
Let's give
Daniel Larson saying this is a team performance. That's the other thing, is that it has felt that way, that almost everyone has played well. Even Timo Werner, right? Like, absolutely started killing us at the end with the missed chances. But he did have a decent performance today and was a good threat. And everybody contributed in their own way. Madison, it was the chief creator. Kulusevski as well was the other chief creator and just was so sharp today. And then Solanke's in behind.
Solanke's in here. Oh, what a save by Onana. Oh, sir! Oh, it's just wide.
Gotta bury that Solanke, man.
Jeez, we could have won this 5-6-0. Solanke has to score that. Similar midweek.
The goal he did score was actually easier or harder. The goal he did score was harder. He's got to bury that. It's another one-on-one for Solanke missed.
Sarr could have scored the rebound there as well, to be fair. Oh, it's popped up perfectly.
He's got to put that in the back of the net. Come on, Solanke.
Oh, this could have been 5 or 6 today. Could have really glossed up the scoreline. Still got to learn to become killers. 6 minutes added on. The misery continues. Thank you.
What a ball. Whoever played that ball, though, that was such an incredible pass. Whoever played that pass.
Twitter Reacts is going to be fun tonight. You know that, Jack?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, great tackle, Porro again. Oh, United in here. Hoyland.
Now, Delict. What's he doing up there?
Quick, get the goal kick. Put it in behind.
He's stat patting himself at the end. Stat patting himself after going 3-0 down.
What a performance from Tottenham Hotspur today. Not many people are expecting this, maybe Jack. But not many people are probably expecting this today. What a performance from Tottenham.
Just really don't rate Man United, and I think they've been owed a performance like this, Man United, for a while now.
Let's go, Tottenham. Kulu.
They've been asking to be beat like this.
Look at Mikey Moore. Please get your head up.
Find Sar. Oh, you have Sar. Make it easier on yourself. I think you had Sar, and then Sar could have whipped it to Mikey Moore.
I think he was trying to make up for taking that shot earlier on.
Well done, Dragon. Anytime Man United have pressed as well, we've just played right through them. They're actually better off not trying to press us. I mean, they've had to go out and try to get something from this game, but anytime they put us under pressure, we played so well through them. The only times they've actually been able to even create anything from that pressure, I think we just tried something a little too clever, or, we went for maybe forcing it kind of in certain situations. But anytime that we've actually tried to keep composure, we've played so well out from the back.
Oh, God, Kulu.
Well done. He
actually
actually gets there. Kulu.
Oh. Wonder who's winning man of the match ball.
There you go, man. Great job.
Well cut out, Romero.
Bentancur has been quality today. I agree, J-Mac. I think, like I said, his performance to me sort of I think deserves the type of praise that you usually see Rodri get for just being classy in possession, really good defensively, so many good recoveries of the ball in midfield. He's just been so classy today.
Nah, he's been class. And I think, he's probably earned himself that number 6 role for the next game anyway, that's for sure,
Yeah.
against Brighton.
He's also not, maybe compared to Basuma, who's occasionally has those lapses, right? Maybe we'll make that mistake every now and again. Bentancur's been faultless.
Yeah.
He's just defensively, he's such a warrior too. Like he's just anytime he goes into the challenge, he's coming out with it.
Yeah. Ref Alejandro Garnacho's got a hold of his jersey. Wow, Romulus.
There you go, Romero.
Well done. Fucking assassin. Oh, by the way, the United fans haven't left early because their team are taking a tonking. They want to sit there and admire Tottenham Hotspur. They've had to vacate the stands because the roof in it. The holes in the roof and it's pissing rain.
Yeah, who's the guy on Never a Foul, Dave? Cass?
What did he say to actually. Yeah, we owe him a little message. Well, he got very cocky with us.
Yeah, he got a little pissy with us.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to have to show him a quick message.
Yeah, maybe hop
Let me see if he's live, actually. If not, guys, we'll definitely put the link in after we're done here for you to get over to that site and just say, greetings from Irish.
The Irish sent
you.
Irish invasion.
Let me see if he's live. Did he tap out on the watch along early? Could he not handle it? Let me see.
You could give him maybe a bit of an Erling Haaland. Stay humble, eh?
Let me see if he's live after the game.
Come on, Kulu.
Yep, that'd be live. Oh, I've got some trolling to do tonight. I might not be able to play FIFA, Sean. I'm sorry.
I'm so excited for tonight. I'm so excited for... Oh,
Mikey! That's him! Mikey! No!
I'm so excited for this day. I'm so excited for This Is Manchester United Football Club to be mentioned 1,000 times. Out for the next week, we're just going to be hearing this is supposed to be Manchester United Football Club. This is supposed to be Manchester United. All that sort of stuff. That's one of my favorite things to ever hear. I love hearing that, and we are going to be hearing that for the next week. This is supposed to be Manchester United Football Club. What has happened to the standards at Manchester United? There used to be a club over at Manchester. All that stuff. I'm so excited for it. I feel like he's ended his stream early. I'm over on Tifo now, Dave, and I'm not seeing anything. He must have gave up. Yeah, it looks like he gave up. He gave up. He definitely ended it early. He walked out of his own stream.
I did say to him, Jack, we beat them that bad. Ten Hag will grow hair again.
What a performance, everybody. That's 90 minutes.
I've texted Ali anyway. I just said, look, can we get a welfare check on Cass?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I forgot about
3-0 to the boys, 3-0 to the good, 3-0 to the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. Everybody, what a performance. What a week. Great win against Karabag, an even better win against Manchester United. This was the one that Spurs fans, we were a little worried about. This was the one we were like, you know what? There's signs of some good things building here, but we need to win in a big game. And this is always a big fixture. This is always a big game, and we have pulled through with a very huge 3 points. A lot of pressure has definitely been taken off Ange Postecoglou, if there ever was any. And now I think a lot of Spurs fans are going to be singing Kumbaya, hopefully, for the next week or two. We should be feeling good. We should be feeling confident. Let's go, everybody. This is the start. This is where you can build off of the season. This is where the season starts building. Huge, huge win. Flawless performance, pretty much, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, it just was a classy display from us today. And we absolutely spanked them in their own place. And we made it rain on them as well. And it's just a glorious day for us as Spurs fans. And we don't get many of them. So please, everybody, enjoy it to the fullest. Enjoy a win like this. Thank you so much as well for everybody who's been with the watch along for us. Let's bask. Let's talk about the game. Send in your thoughts, please. Send in your comments, and we'll react to them. Looking forward to celebrating this win with you guys. Absolutely huge. I'm going to be happy clapping for weeks.
I guess Postecoglou does have a clue then. There was a narrative going around, Postecoglou, Posta no clue, stuff like that. I guess he does, and that's, the results of sticking through the hard times today. But, look, at the end of the day, the project really needed that statement win to get everybody galvanized behind it again. We needed a run of results, and boy, did we deliver that today. We are, like, people are going to be talking about us different after this game. I feel like this is the game that we needed to say we've arrived. Tottenham Hotspur have arrived this season, and one that we can build on and off the back of. I came into this game and I was worried because we have Brighton, West Ham, Aston Villa, and Man City all coming up after this game. We've got a very tough fixtures. And in years, last year we had that Newcastle game. We got hiding up there, and it continued for the rest of them big games. We now head into them big games on a high with momentum building our way. So I'm absolutely delighted with this win. We have played Man United off the park. I haven't seen a Tottenham team turn up and dominate like that at Old Trafford ever. Maybe bar that 6-1 under Jose Mourinho. But we played them off the park. We beat them into submission. Ten Hag probably resigned at 75 minutes, begging to get out of the club. The fans couldn't wait to get out early. Cass ended his watch-along stream early. And United players were picking up cards, trying their best to get sent off. We absolutely beat them into submission. They were all wearing white by the end of the game, surrendering to us. Looked like it was a stadium full of Tottenham fans. What a victory. What a statement victory this project needed. Come on, you Spurs. Let's use this and steamroll over the rest of the footballing pyramid. Come on.
Oh, such a huge win, everybody. Dark Sun G saying 9 goals in 3 games. Our forwards are now cooking. Come on, you Spurs. I mean, Solanke's been getting those kind of stat patty goals at the very end of games while also playing very well, I think. I think we can see why he's been brought into this club. He does so many good things, so many of the little things right. We're starting to see guys like Kulusevski and Madison offer that goal threat. Kulu got his goal today, but they were dangerous in the final third. They were getting at their opponent. And also it feels like a bit of the pressure has been lifted off of someone like Brennan Johnson, who, like Dave has mentioned before, and we've mentioned, it feels like a lot of the chances do fall to his way, and he's been now being able to put them away, and he's been getting far more dangerous chances and, looking really, really good in the final third. For the most part, Timo Werner had an okay performance, but you think if that were Sonny, Dark Sun G, in those positions, oh my Lord, we could have won this 5, 6, 7 goals if that was Sonny in some of those opportunities as well. Just what a performance today. And the forwards should receive credit. The midfield should receive credit, and the defense should receive credit. Just really great from everybody involved. And that's what it takes, is team performances like this one. Dark Sun G also says this win was more convincing than our last win of the 6-1. Yeah. Dave, I mean, would you agree? Compare that to the COVID win. That was 6-1.
Yeah, look, I think United got sending off very, very early in that game, didn't they? And we went on to sort of take our chances that day. But, this is a different United team. But I think why it's more convincing is we set our stall out from minute one. We controlled possession. We dominated. We forced them back. And then most of the times when they did get the ball and tried to play out, we just ran our socks off, pressed them into mistakes, and they were just gift wrapping us that ball with a bow on top. Here you are. We don't want it. They were afraid of that ball. They were frigid today. But we forced them to be like that. We dominated them from minute 1 all the way through to minute 90 over the park. Like I said, they were all, everyone's leaving there dizzy right now. Everyone's scratching their head. What the fuck went on? What happened to that old famous saying, lads, it's Tottenham? Yes, lads, it's fucking United now. That's how this is going forward. I said today, we have to start capitalising on these clubs' weakness, and we done that today. We sent out a statement, and let's be brutally honest, we could have won this 6-7-0, but that's the next step to take after this. Keep providing the chances. Eventually, you're going to start really demoralising teams by taking them. Brilliant performance today. We absolutely dominated them at their place. I cannot believe it. And 100% I agree with you, more convincing than the 6-1. 6-1, I think we were ruthless. But this one, we just absolutely beat them into surrender.
Yeah, absolutely beat them senseless, Dark Sun G. And it was such a convincing win. And actually, compared to even the 6-1 win during the COVID period, you could argue that did come a bit more randomly. It felt like that 6-1 win, where this one, something's been brewing. People have been smelling stuff in the air, with Ange and the recent performances. It just felt like we just needed it to be really confirmed in a game. And it has been confirmed for us today with a big win like this one. It feels so, so good.
Jack,
Lazy. Yeah.
Just to put this into context, I grew up in an era where Sir Alex Ferguson dominated everything. I grew up in an era where there were so many United fans, because of how good and how dominant they were. I was surrounded by just United, Liverpool, but mainly United, United, United. And, you know, the stick I used to take off them, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't bullying, it was good banter. But it was relentless, They used to call us the spuds, turnips, whatever they could do. It used to drive me absolutely mad. It used to infuriate me. And we've gone from there to where we're turning up to Old Trafford today. We're beating them off the pitch. And I haven't forgotten them. May not have spoken to them in a long time. But they will be getting a message off me tonight because, how the tides have turned, and I'm absolutely buzzing. This is a big win for Tottenham. Even when we've gone up there in years gone by, we've put on our best performances. United have always found a way. Well, today they couldn't because they couldn't even get out. We didn't let them find a way. Absolutely brilliant from Tottenham Hotspur. I'm buzzing. My whole childhood, I'll be beaten up by fans like that in terms of banter and ridicule. And now we're up there beating them. I'm absolutely loving this.
Yeah, and even just recently, right? Cass from, Never a Foul, right? He was talking some absolute smack, for no reason before this game. Was giving Dave and I an absolute earful in the back end of a meeting. And, it just felt like, all right, keep that same energy, for this game after we absolutely smacked you up. And just shows that Spurs, we are a team that is hated. Everyone was to beat Spurs, but now we're the team that can now spank some of the rest of the league and teach them some lessons. And it feels really, really good. And Lazy 8 saying, and the talk from the pundits will be about how bad Man United were, not how great we were. Bring on the next top 10 sides. Yeah. Lazy 8, I mean, I agree with you. There probably won't be as much praise shown to Spurs. It'll be more doom and gloom Manchester United. I do feast on the bones, though, of that type of content. I just get a good kick out of it. I find a lot of enjoyment. It's just fun to see them in misery. They're just always the team that everyone talks about. They have their own podcast on TalkSport.
It's a joke.
They're the Yankees, they're the LA Lakers. They're the team that everybody is forced to be reckoned with. Whether they're terrible, you're still forced to reckon with them, and you're still forced to talk about them and think about them. And I'm looking forward to the weeks of content. And to be fair, we're the ones that are creating those weeks of content by giving them that much of a spanking today. They're going to be all over the shop. Roy Keane's going to be on overtime. Gary Neville's going to be crying in his voice for weeks on end. Jamie Carragher is going to be lapping it up. I'm actually looking forward to it, but I do agree with you. Spurs probably won't be shown the praise that they deserve after a performance like this.
We beat the brakes off them. We beat them that bad. Ten Hag is about to find his hair follicles again.
Beat them that bad that Bruno Fernandes, their own captain, sent himself off, basically. He didn't want to be a part of it. They looked like they had given up from the get-go. From the moment we scored, they looked like they were not ready for this type of game. Lazy, I absolutely agree with you, my friend. And I really appreciate your support for us as well. And Fazzy Radfar, 3-1 Spurs, says, I bet some way, somehow, Man United was crap, I bet some way now saying United was crap, not were superb. Yeah, I think Fazzy Radfar is saying something very similar to Lazy 8 about how Spurs just won't be given the praise for such a good performance. I mean, Dave, do you agree? It's going to be all about Manchester United and nothing about how good Spurs were.
No, 100%. But you know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind that
Let
whatsoever.
them talk about Man United. Let us go under the radar.
Right? Yeah, incognito mode, Jack. Just go under the radar. Let's keep quiet, rock up, beat Brighton. Then we go into the international break, and then after that, then we'll come back. We beat Aston Villa, beat West Ham, and then going into the City game, everybody be talking about it being a title. Sort of a title decided that earlier on in the season. That's what's going to happen. But honestly, I don't mind that because, look, United have been one of the footballing institution in England for some time. They're revered all over the world. They've got more journals that cover them than anybody, and that's like Jack says, they're the only if they're the only team to have their own podcast on TalkSport and stuff. And everyone knows it's just one big money generator with Man United. That's why they all get involved with Man United and stuff like that. But let them sit there and fall out about the discuss of Man United. Let them discuss the fallout of Man United, the downfall of Man United, how they've gone from lads it's Tottenham to being absolutely demoralised at home by us. Let them have that inquest, talk about Ten Hag, bring in Southgate, make the problem even worse. Let them do all that. We just got to focus on ourselves, go under the radar, continue to turn up, beat teams into submission. because what we don't want to do is peak too early. I thought last year maybe we peaked too early. There was a lot of eyes on us, a lot of coverage on us, and then people were able to, but when there's more coverage, they're able to find better ways to beat you and find your weaknesses because they come a lot more prominent. So I'd actually rather stay under the radar right now, and peak at the right time come Christmas. Everyone's like, how do you stop Tottenham? But by then we're already one big oiled well machine moving forward, an immovable object. Get out of our way.
Yeah, absolutely a movable object, and it's an ant train right now, and you better step out of the way or you might get run over. You might be 3-0'd. Big up, Fazzy Radford. Listen, I could see why Spurs fans, I think you take it both ways, and I think both ways are pretty acceptable. You get pissed off that no one's going to show us that much more praise, or you kind of feast on the bones of the Man United misery. I think both are totally acceptable. Me personally, I'm going to be feasting on some Man United bone marrow for the next week. In my case, but Kamikaze saying Dermatron said it would be 3-0. Come on, you Spurs. Pretty sure he went for a 2-0
No, he
in
didn't.
his channel prediction. Didn't he go 2-0?
I think he went 2-0 or 3-0 in channel predictions, and then on the pre-match build-up, he changed it and went 4 or 5-0 because he got carried away.
Dermatron, I think he was
We love a bit
conservative
of
on the
Tron,
channel
though.
prediction, but then when he's on the pre-match build-up, he gets full of it. He starts feeling the vibes and everything, and he went for the 3-0, the 4-0. But I don't know if Dermatron got it perfectly spot on. I don't think anybody did. I don't think I ever even gave my score prediction. I don't think I would have given a 3-0. I think I was leaning more towards a 2-1 or something like that. But I did feel like this whole week, and people can check me back on this, I have felt like this whole week that Spurs were going to get a good win here and we're going to get a good performance. The only thing I was worried about was if we were going to have one of those days where we played really well like this, but then Man United just stole something at the end, or they get something that was really undeserved. Because that was the thing with Ten Hag and this period that he had at Man United was he always got these results that were completely undeserved that bought him that little bit more time. And I was just hopeful that Spurs could actually put the nail in the coffin, could actually teach him the lesson that he's been waiting to be given. And I think we've done that here today. And Spurs fans, I think we deserve a win like this because we played really well in other games just like this, just never really got maybe what we deserved. And this time we did. And the 3-0 feels so good. So good. Who doesn't love a 3-0?
By the way, I just want to make sure Ryan Trestane's all right. Ryan, if you're in the chat, just let me know you're okay. You can come on the fan show, give me stick, tell me I was wrong and stuff like that. I just want a welfare check. Just put in and say, Dave, I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the win. That'll be absolutely perfect for me right now.
Yeah, you better be enjoying that win right now. Daniel Larson, good to see you, sir. Our resident chef of the Irish Hotspur saying a game like this is what makes being a Spurs fan worth it. Come on, you effing Spurs. Yeah, I think so, Daniel, right? Because we go through so much, so many roller coasters being on being a Spurs fan. And also when you're as knee deep into it as you are, like when you're on this channel, you're knee deep into Spurs fandom. You've gone too far down the tunnel if you're with us on this channel. And it means you go with some real tough days, and there are going to be some weeks, some months where it makes it really hard to be a Spurs fan. But then you have nights like this, days like this, and it makes it all the more worth it. The suffering, the pain makes it totally worth it for days like this. I don't know about you, Daniel. This is the happy clapping energy and gasoline that I needed. I'm going to be absolutely on happy clapping fumes for weeks after a performance like this. I love beating Man United, and I love winning like this with such a convincing result as well. Just feels so good, my man. Feels so good.
There's that great song out there, Jack, and it's called what's the chorus? My mama told me there be days like this. Absolutely great song. I'm gonna listen to that now once we finish here. Bask in this victory. But look, after the Coventry game, I did say that win the manner of it could be a blessing in disguise and actually be the victory that we needed to sort of just get all the bad voodoo off our back, have a reset and push on from there. And weirdly enough, although we struggled over the line, it does seem like that's exactly what we needed. That was the turning point in the season. We just need to get a win by hook or crook. And since then, the confidence has been flowing throughout that team. Against Brentford, by the first 30 seconds after they scored, was I worried? No. Carabag worried at any stage, even down to 10 men? No. Today, was I worried? Once we got the game going. In fact, I said in the warm-up, as soon as I seen Romero, I was like, Jack, get ready. We're ready for this. I can see it, and fair play to them. The confidence is flowing through them now, and long may this continue. Because, look, in order to execute Ange ball fully as well, you do have to have a lot of confidence to play this way because of the risks you're asked to take. So when you're asked to take so much risk, when you're practically ripping up the rule book and giving them a whole new set of rules, and it counteracts the one that they grew up with, you have to be able to you have to be fully confident to play this system. And now that they are, we're seeing the results of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And big up, Daniel Arson. Hopefully, you have a good rest of your week. And I know you're entering a busy period, so hopefully, a win like this can push you through that busy period of work as well. Big up to you, my friend. And thank you for all the support that you showed Dave and I. And
Yeah.
Chris, legend, the
Good luck,
GOAT,
Craig.
member for 34 months, celebrating 34 months as a fan show member. Coys. Best game we have played this season. Maybe one of the best
Yeah.
performances ever under Ange Postecoglou, dare I say, Chris, because it was
Mm,
pretty much faultless. It was flawless from the
yeah.
get-go. The only thing that you could say was maybe the letdown was the fact that Timo Werner, right, didn't put away those chances that could have made it 5, 6, 7-0. And maybe there were a couple others we could have been more clinical with in that first half. But other than that, I mean, it was just a flawless performance from Spurs. And also
Yeah.
the bravery that Ange does play with and the confidence that he plays with. I think Spurs are now starting to see if this system ticks and if this project is headed in the right direction, this is some incredible football that we get to watch on a regular basis. And so many clubs like Manchester United right now, Chris, are probably jealous that we get to play in this sort of manner. And I'm really looking forward to more games under Ange like this one, Chris.
Yeah.
But one of the best performances I've seen in a long time in a Spurs shirt. One of the best performances I've seen under Ange. Probably the best win I've ever seen against Manchester United during my time as a Spurs fan. This is a very memorable day.
Oh, very memorable, Chris. And, you live up north, actually, Newcastle, not too far from Manchester. So I'm sure, there's a few United fans up there knocking around that you can absolutely banter up there. But what a performance. What a day. I mean, it just makes our weekend when Tottenham win. Like Daniel, he works all week. He gets frustrated when Tottenham don't win on the weekend. It's what he works. It's what motivates him all week to get through that hardship for that game on the weekend. And today, Tottenham turned up and done us proud. And that's all we're asking them. Everyone works hard during the week. He uses that motivation to get through to the weekend. And all we want to see is everyone run their nuts off, work their socks off. We done that in and out of possession today, and we're getting our rewards.
Absolutely right. Loves music saying, make no mistake. That was excellent. I think it was. I said, I think this is a day that we'll try to remember now for a while. Loves music. Yes, it isn't a trophy or anything, but come on. It's one of the best wins we've ever had
Yeah.
against Manchester United. And it used to be a place that was very difficult for Spurs to have any confidence of getting a result. And even in recent years, we played really well when we've come up to Old Trafford. We just didn't get what we deserved. And this time we went there, played even better than those other times that we've gone up there, and then actually got what we deserved, a huge 3-0, and it could have been more. It's actually a flattering scoreline to Manchester United. Loves music, if you ask me. So such a good day, and absolutely making no mistake. This is an excellent, excellent day to be a Spurs fan. Dark Sun G says 4 games unbeaten versus Man United. It's so nice to have a striker like Dominic Solanke who bullies opponents at center back. That 6-1 win we gave them was a pen that Martial got from a red card. And I think saying 6 goals from the red card, 6
Yeah.
goals. I think Dominic Solanke, Dave, maybe give him some praise here. For me, I don't know what you make of this. I think he is getting the goals, right? That, you need to get as a striker. He still missed that one-on-one, but he's getting the goals that he deserves off of the back. What I think is really good little things that he does. He does the little things well, where he drops deep, he holds off defenders. He's really strong and physical with the defenders, and he presses as well. He's actually probably the hardest working presser in the team. And these are kind of some of the little things that maybe Spurs scouts as well as Ange Postecoglou might have liked about him, is that he does a lot of the little things well. Hopefully he can combine that with some finishing, and then you have a real striker on your hands that's perfectly suited for this system.
Look, I was a huge skeptic of us splashing that money on Dominic Solanke, and where my skepticism came in was around the finishing. And I still think that's there to a degree. There was a massive opportunity today, one-on-one with Anana, he spurned, and a massive one against Karabag, he spurned as well. But, that's the only really criticism I have of him so far at Tottenham Hotspur, is them sort of chances where he is through on goal like that. Right now, a lot of his goals have come from being a poacher. And look, don't get me wrong, that's exactly what you want from your striker. You want him in there for spilled shots, anything going towards goal, for him to flick a leg out on the end of it, and go and score goals. And he's absolutely done that. Where I've been really impressed with him is actually his hold-up play. I didn't really expect him to have that good of a hold-up play. Anytime the ball comes into him, he shows a lot of strength, holds off a couple of players, and 9 times out of 10, he can lay it off or he can get turned. And, what I mean to say is, he's adding to the forward line. He's contributing. He's fitting in there. He's not sticking out like a sore thumb, which I think is probably the best praise I can give someone like Dominic Solanke. But his all-round striker game is very good. He works his nuts off out of possession. That guy just presses centre-backs. And, one thing that I think was missing for large parts of last season, and we've seen it for the first 10 games, was we pressed relentlessly out of possession, and it really dropped off last season. And I do think a large part of that is because we didn't have a striker up there, to really do that. Whereas Dominic Solanke, even though he knows a lot of it is pointless running, that he's never really going to get the ball or turn it over, what he does do is he forces them into panicking clearing it or making an underhit pass or an overhit pass. And he does a lot of selfish running for the team. He runs himself into the ground. And I think all round, I think he's been a perfect striker so far. I just would say that them chances, that Karabag one and that other one today, he needs to work on that. He could be, and if he wants to be better and he wants to be that guy over the course of the whole season, I think they're the ones that he needs to take. But that's my only criticism.
Yeah, I just think he's been doing a lot of the little things well, Dark Sunji, and this was a much better win than I think the 6-1 ever was for me. A huge, huge win. And I'm just going to be basking in the glory of it, Dark Sunji. And it feels good to see Dominic Solanke getting the goals right now, taking more of the pressure off of him as well, right? Because at the end of the day, you are judged by the goals. You can always rant about the little things that they do well, but they use a striker, and it is going to be a lot about the goals. Al Ben saying the football we play under Ange can win. Shame we did not want to spend the money on a proper winger this last summer. That's why we kept Werner and signed Odebear. I mean, yeah, Al, we've spoken about that at length, lots of times about how we felt like what Spurs needed over the summer was a striker, one that Ange could rely on to stay fit, because that was the thing. We actually played well when we had Richarlison as the focal striker. It's just he can't stay fit and he can't be available. And then he had to constantly make adjustments and make little tweaks here and there that I think messed with the flow of the attack. But then what we also needed was we needed more competition out on the wings. We needed guys that could deliver the similar quality that Sonny does on the wings. And Johnson has really stepped up, thank God, because if he didn't, I think we'd be in deep, deep trouble. But we still needed someone that could compete with Johnson, that could compete with Sonny, that could really push the rest of the forward line and give them, that competition there. And I think we still need that. Odebear, I think, will try to do that in the best way he can while still being very, very young. And Timo Werner, I think we saw today, yeah, he can do it. He can put in a shift, but he's not going to bring you any real quality of any kind at the end of the day. And yes, we are going to still probably reap or, sort of pay the punishment for not doing that. It's just you hope that Ange Postecoglou can ride that difficulty. That's part of being a Spurs manager, is usually you don't get everything you want in the summer window, and that was one of the big ones.
I think we've already paid the price for it to a degree with some of the points we've already dropped this season, though. If we would have done it properly, we would have won that North London derby. We would have bet Leicester. We would have bet Newcastle. Yeah. We've had to be very patient for them to find their legs. So I think we've already paid the price for it. It's just hoping that, these guys can really step up and continue this. For how long they can, let's wait and see. Some of the big questions last year was around the consistency. They've done it in spurts, but they didn't do it consistently. 4 on the bounce now. Let's see if they can keep this going. But it is an area I feel like we probably should, if the options are available in January, look to terminate Werner's contract and look to do something else personally. Look, Werner, it's baby steps with the guy. And unfortunately, we don't have time to give the guy baby steps at the age of 29, 30 that he is. He played well in possession today for the large majority of the game. But we brought him in here for that end product. And again, he had another opportunity today to show that he can, hit the ground running and push forward and tree up a true great breakaways he had. 2 of them one-on-one with Anana, made the same mistake twice, hitting the ball at him. All he had to do on both of them, because he's so far off his line, is think it over him like Madison done last week. He's no chance of getting to it. And then the other one, he had, 3 players to pass it to, passes it between them all straight back to Man United. It's not good enough from Timo Werner. And I'm not going to sit here and praise him, because my whole thing about him was his end product, and he has done nothing to justify any praise for his performance today, when my big problem is the end product. And again, it's highlighted today. Unfortunately, it done that. The big opportunities he's had undoes all the good work he done.
Yeah. 2J, Good to see you too, Jay. Kulu is off my shit list. We've been playing really great behind the striker, or he's been playing really great behind the striker. I just never liked him down that wing. Johnson is our best winger so far this season. Dave, I mean, Kulusevski, man of the match performance for me. I think he was hands down the man of the match.
Honestly, Jack, I want to get some of the images back. I can't wait to watch the highlights. Watch the amount of times he's marauding forward the ball, and you're seeing bodies sliding in from the right and left behind him, and no one can take the guy down. But not only that, in the first half, and you look at it right across the game, everyone plays into him because he's so big, he can occupy a few players, and then they just run off him and look for it back. He was absolutely sensational today. What a midfield performance from Kulusevski today. Constantly looking to drive forward, create. What a goal, by the way. That ball comes across. That's Harry Kane-esque. Most other people panic, try to put their laces through that. He realises just a definite flick, help it on its way. I'm absolutely delighted for him to get that goal. I feel like that's what he needed this season to really sort of kick on. And you could see the release and emotion in his celebration. He went right up to the camera screaming into it. He knows he needed that goal as well. And quietly, he's gone under the radar this season. He's already got 2 or 3 assists and a goal this season. And he's been phenomenal all across preseason. And long may it continue. And I understand the frustration with Kulu. It took us a while to find his best position. We spoke about a few weeks ago, versatility is not his friend. If he really wants to nail down a spot, we have to find his best position and give him a run. I think we finally found it. Big up to Jay. Good to see you in the house, my man. And as for Johnson, look, I think it goes hand in hand with Kulu moving over to that right-hand side. If you look at Kulu, he provides him with a lot of opportunities, a lot of shooting opportunities. Kulu gets the ball, draws players in. Johnson makes a run off him, he feeds them. And that's where Johnson's getting a lot of his opportunities from. So, it's a good bit of partnership they're building up down there.
Yeah, Kulu always wanted to play through the midfield, always wanted to play through the center, and he's been given his opportunity, his chance, and he's taken it, I think, with both hands too, Jay. And I'm glad to see that he's getting off that shit list of
Yeah.
yours. Very, very glad to see that. Really appreciate your support as well, too, Jay. Thanks for hopping in, sir. Artist T saying, now that is the best game I've ever seen under Ange. Even better than the 4-0 performance over Villa. Fantastic game, and it could have been even 7-0. Every single player was outstanding. Most perfect performance ever under Ange for you, Dave?
I think it's our best performance under Ange Postecoglou by a long mile, especially because it's against a Big Six club. You have to realize this going into this game was a 6-pointer, and to turn up in the manner the way we did, focused, ready to go at them. I think it's been our most complete performance in terms of defensive. We were solid. Midfield, we turned the ball over and kept possession very, very well. And going forward, we absolutely ripped them apart. And to carry out his part to play with a couple of, saves in the first half that you had to make. So I think all round, as a team, where there wasn't really any one area you can pull out and say, oh, that's still a problem. I think as a team, as a collective, it's our best performance.
Yeah, it was a really flawless for me. The only thing you could even criticize was the fact we didn't score 6 or 7, and that's the only thing you could say. And other than that, it was just flawless, perfect. And anytime you're even criticizing a team for not, scoring 6 or 7, that means there was a good performance in there. And it really was such a fun day. And probably my favorite day under Ange Postecoglou. And Manchester United, they've been due a beating like this, and we were the team to deliver it as well. It just feels really good that it was us, of all teams too, because Spurs were well hated. People like to make fun of us, but days like this, we just get to laugh and just to reap the rewards of a great, great performance and go a little incognito mode, like some people said, right? We get to we get to just go about our business, start slapping teams 3-0, 4-0, and see how the rest of the league reacts and see how the rest of everyone goes into complete chaos and meltdown. But big up to you, Artist T. And yes, every single player was outstanding. A team performance as well, a true team performance. Adrian Brown saying solid passing and performance. Well done, lads. I think it was really sensational passing from Madison and Kulusevski. The way that they received it on the half turn, driving at the Man United backline, feeding the wingers, feeding the strikers. Really good passing from Bentancur as well. Some of the recoveries that he made to get it out of his feet. And also, we just made, for the most part, really good decisions under pressure. Anytime that Man United did try to win the ball from us high up the pitch, we just absolutely ran rings around them, playing through them. And it was really solid passing and really, really good performance just from us everywhere, all around the park, Adrian Brown. Looking forward to seeing you on the fan show if you can join us, my friend, and also send in that fan cam as well. Please, everybody, if you are a fan show member or an elite member, send in those fan cams, send in those comments, send in those post-match reactions. We'd be happy to upload those for the week. And Dark Sun G says, Man United sacked Nuno, beating us 3-0 at our place. We gave them a taste of their own medicine now. Hopefully, maybe not Eric Ten Hag, so he could keep stacking around, keep stinking United. Van de Ven and Vicario unbeaten versus Man United. What a stat there to say Van de Ven and Vicario unbeaten. That's a
Wow.
cool thing to say. But yes, Dave, right? Eric Ten Hag, let's hope he stays in the job. But this might be the final nail in the Ten Hag coffin for me. But I do hope he stays in the job because then we could just keep slapping them up like this every single time.
Yeah.
Back in the day, El Sacico, Dave, no longer the case. El Sacico for Mr. Ten Hag.
No, hopefully, and we played a massive part in it. I think. Look, it might not happen this weekend, but I do think it will happen over the international break. I think that's when the sacking will come. But no mistake about it, will be off the back of this domination by Tottenham Hotspur. If you're Jim Ratcliffe, there's no way you can go, lads, it's Tottenham, and then, from lads, it's Tottenham to that today. There's absolutely no way. That's the final nail in the coffin. That's the anchor left the ship. He's absolutely gone. And to be honest with you, I don't mind it because I just know that he has Southgate lined up. He's friends with Southgate. He's a big fan of Southgate. He spoke to him already before. So I think the problems are only going to continue. So, it's not Pochettino. He's at the USA job, and he ain't walking out of that contract anytime soon. So they've nowhere to go. But Southgate, maybe Ruud van Nistelrooy might be the other one that step in. Let's wait and see. But look, I'm just delighted. The Nuno one, I think it had to happen. I think it had to happen for us to eventually get to this point with Postecoglou. But I don't like it, and we got revenge, and now we've played our part in dictating what they do with their football club, and that's the main thing. We've got them on strings right now, Dark Sun G.
Now we hand them the El Sacchio, Dark Sun G. Really love that. Really appreciate your support today as well, my friend. Luis, good to see you, Luis. Thank you for the support. When Solanke scored, I screamed, and the dog started barking in the whole neighborhood. Just thought I'd share. Come on, you Spurs. I think it was totally worth it, Luis. I bet that scream, you let out all that bit of frustration, all that bit of anxiety that comes with being a Spurs fan, and we live for moments like this. I love getting out the screams. I love that feeling, that we're going to be celebrating for weeks. It's that happy clapping scream, if you will, right? Where you're just, you let out that burst of just energy and adrenaline from knowing that you're about to have a brilliant day as a Spurs fan. And Luis, hopefully the dogs are still barking because you're just singing around the neighborhood, singing the Ange Postecoglou song, singing all the Spurs songs. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, Luis, and a wonderful rest of your week as well. You absolute legend. And Dave, I mean, probably everybody should have been screaming like us, you would think.
Look, I think everybody was. I sing songs. I make an absolute show of myself. So don't worry about that, Louise. And, all you're doing is letting them know that Spurs beat the Man United, the supposed mighty Man United. Little old Tottenham rocked up and bet them. You've just let the whole neighborhood know. So I think that's an absolute great thing, Louise. And look, also, I think that's just the emotion of football, right? That's what it brings out of you at 2-0. United were starting to get opportunities, and, sometimes you're thinking Christian Eriksen on the pitch, surely not. And then that third goal just solidified it. It just meant, that's the weekend, done and dusted. Happy days, movie night tonight, red panty night with the missus or whatever you want. And it's the takeaway night, it's absolutely brilliant. It's made our weekend.
Absolutely love this day, Luis, and get the dog screaming for the whole week. Why not? Just send an apology to all the rest of the neighborhood, and hopefully none of them are Man United fans, because I definitely think they're not going to be enjoying you for the next couple of weeks.
My neighbor's United fan, and I know he's going to be so pissed off. He's going to
they're going to be sulking, Luis. Sulking, and they won't even want to look you in the eyes. Really appreciate your generosity, though. Thank you for the comment. Donovan Osterreicher celebrating 2 years as a fan show member. Big up to you, Donovision. Dirty Don, as you called yourself in the chat earlier. And he's saying typical Mount performance, run around like an angry and try to hurt players, then gets himself clattered. Dragishin made him into his level. Donovan. Oh, he's got to put some words in the swear jar. He's got to put some money in the swear jar, Donovan. But I mean, my friend, I know this feels good, right? You got that bit of grit. I can tell, I can tell you're clenching the teeth. It feels so good to get a win like that. And let's be honest, Bruno Fernandes, Lisandro Martinez, some of those guys, they're actually kind of nasty little players. And
Mm,
I think they've been waiting to get a spanking like this. And now to see them kind of lash out, right, and push Spurs like that around. And we just we stood up to them, right? Even when they lashed out at us, we didn't lose our heads. We stood up for ourselves, but we didn't even lose our heads. Dragishin just sending Mount to the floor as well. He absolutely bullied him. And whoever said that in the chat, send him back to his mommy with that tackle. I absolutely love that comment. And thank you for the 2 years of support, Donavision. Looking forward to meeting up with you over in the Northwest. Hopefully when I make my trip up to Canada and see you, or vice versa, if you wanted to come down here. But I know you're very busy with the move, and best of luck with that. Hopefully you lift the boxes, even the boxes you're lifting to move into the new apartment. They feel even lighter after a win like this. Big up to you, Dirty Don, and really appreciate your support. Dark Sun G says, Man United brought 2 Bayern Deadwoods, while we brought Wolfsburg, Hidden Gem, and Van de Ven with a hidden gem from Udinese as well, like Udogi. We got a bargain while they overpaid. This is what I
mm,
like about Tottenham Hotspur, Dark Sun G. I do get frustrated every now and again when we tend to lean on these signings too much, where
yeah.
we look for we are probably one of the best there is at finding these gems, these diamonds under the rough, these spectacular players that are yet to be discovered or yet to be fully realized. But sometimes it feels like we lean on it a little too much. We tap into that type
Mm,
of transfer strategy too often. But I also wouldn't trade it for what Manchester United and other clubs do, which is just constantly overpaying for, guys that have big egos, that are just in for a big paycheck, only want to move from big club to big club and just be given all the plaudits and all the, the big paychecks that they just don't deserve. We do tend to buy really good, talented, and hungry players that want to play for this football club. And Manchester United, I'm not sure if they can say the same. They have a lot of guys with big egos that probably don't even want to be there, that are just taking up the paychecks every week. And I wouldn't say that's always the case with Spurs. And I like that about us. And we are very good at finding these diamonds in the rough. And let's hope we find even more. Youngman Hook coming in the winter window. Maybe he can make an impact straight away. Lucas Bergvall, we know, is the diamond ready to be unleashed, and so many others as well. But it's just one of those things I do love about being a Spurs fan. Sometimes it gets annoying because we end up leaving ourselves short in the transfer market because of it, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's one of my favorite things about being a Spurs fan is the Gareth Bales, the Luka Modric's, the Moussa Dembele's, the Mickey Van de Ven's, the Kulusevskis, right? We just are so good at finding the Romero's, so good at
mm,
finding these type of players that no one has been willing to take the chance on, or hasn't even done the scouting to find out yet.
mm.
So it's one of my favorite things. Absolutely.
100%. And look, credit goes to Paratici. I think he doesn't get enough credit. How he sort of went about approaching the rebuild. Finding in these gems that yes, it becomes frustrating because we're all given other names and stuff like that, and sometimes you go a bit off the beaten path, but. When you do look at the money that Man United waste and on the wages that they waste, it's an inherent problem that they're never going to get out of until they take a similar approach like we did and rebuild it from the ground up. And that's what they need to do at Man United. They need to take a similar approach to what we do, paying the big money for the big name stars. And a lot of them are washed up stars that haven't worked out at other clubs but still carry that big name. They bring in and they don't get it. And we were in that period for a while. We were bringing in a lot of players, the likes of your Doherty's and stuff like that, on big wages who never really sort of contributed. We had big players at this club on big wages that never contributed. So we had to go through this pain at some point. And hopefully now we're starting to come out the right side of it and starting to reap the benefits. And I think what today's game shows how good it could be if we can keep this together. But what I will say is, come the summer, there's a real opportunity for us to add someone like an Eze, a real sprinkling star signing to this team. And I think you do have to match that up with one or two alongside the young recruitment that we're making. By the way, we still have one that no one's speaking about yet, Viskovic, who is going to absolutely dominate when this guy gets a run in this Tottenham team when he arrives. If anyone's seen what this guy is doing on loan at 16, 17 years of age, stepping into proper men's football, proper men's leagues, he's towering above defenders. He's winning everything in the air. He's good with his feet. We've got more to come through yet, so get excited, Dark Sun G. And look, this is what me and you asked for years ago, under the likes of Jose, under the likes of Conte. For this sort of, especially under Jose, Dark Sun G, for some of these youngsters to come through, buy young, give them opportunities, and we're starting to get there now. Mikey Moore got some good minutes into his legs today. He'll benefit from that going forward. We're finally getting where we wanted this club to be, Dark Sun G, all them years ago. Big yourself up.
Yeah, just love that part about Spurs is that we do find those diamonds in the rough, and it's just something that we just continue to see the rewards of. Like Dave said, since Parachichi, Darkson G also saying Cootie with the captain's armband played great today. We played with 10 men, and we beat Karabakh 3-0, while Man United play with 10 men and they lose 3-0 to us. Lol. Manager difference. Plus player mentality was the huge difference. I really didn't think that there were that many negatives to take from the Karabakh game. It felt like there was a mixed reaction from that performance because I could see that we leave ourselves a bit open, that we tend to kind of leave the door open for the team to come back. But I would love to win 3-0 with 10 men. And to see that we did that really did feel good. And, most teams, when they go down to 10, they pretty much have no shot of getting back into the team because they usually just put every man behind the ball, try to see if they can get away with a draw, get away with maybe stealing something from a set piece or something, where Spurs are just happy to still try to play their game. They play with a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, and I actually really applaud it. It's even made me think about football differently because I'm someone who does lean more towards the conservative approach in those situations. Put every man behind the ball, see if you can get something out of it. But Ange thinks very differently about the game in that regard, and I think he's giving people like myself a lot to think about. Dark Sun G, that even when you are down to 10 men, you can go on and win 3-0. You can still slap a team up, and it's been terrific to watch. He's opened my mind to tactics in that regard.
Oh, sorry, I was typing in the comments.
No, it's okay. I mean, I think we covered it there. And then Cootie with the armband today, Dave. Maybe just quickly on Cootie.
Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? I could see it from minute one. As soon as he was at the front of that line, he didn't bother stand. And this winds me up when you see players embracing each other before the game. You've seen Pedro Porro wrap his arms around David Ray in the warm-up or in the tunnel for the North London Derby, and it sent me ballistic. This is a North London Derby. Romero had Martinez and Garnacho. He could have went and done that too. He didn't. He stood at the front of the line, ice cold, almost like Roy Keane used to do for Man United all them years ago. Ice cold. You could tell everybody was focused. Everyone sort of stood up to attention, and they really did not let Romero down. And I think there's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah. I think he was terrific today, and we needed players to step up, and he certainly did, especially as a leader, Dark Sun G. And we could tell from the tunnel that he looked ready. THFC Till I Die is saying, in Ange, we effing trust. My boy did good today. I think your boy Brendan Johnson has been doing very good, Dermatron. And he's also sent in a super sticker with the glasses on. Well, make sure that those are goggles because it's going to be raining tears and it's going to be raining all over where you are, Dermatron. I know there are a lot of Man United fans in Ireland, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So be careful. Put on those shades, put on those goggles, and battle the storm, my friend. But our boy Brendan Johnson, your boy, did very, very, very well today. He was classy, put in his chance right from the get-go, right place, right time. But then, not only had the goal, had some really good moments and was solid today, really, really solid. Like what I'm seeing for Brendan Johnson these past couple of games. Looks like a whole new player.
He's been brilliant, but I can't let Dermot take credit for this. Like I said, I'm going to VAR check it, but I'm pretty sure there's one or two shows you gave up on him when you were on here, Dermo. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, let me VAR check it, Dermo, and if I'm wrong, I'll apologise. But no, in all seriousness, I'm only bantering you. But in all seriousness, a guy... And he could have had a second, right? He hit the post, very unlucky. He's starting to hit his stride. And one thing I think you're seeing with Johnson, in games gone by, his touches were almost letting him down and not teeing himself up for that shot. Or he was dragging shots. Now you're just seeing him one touch, confident, strike the ball with confident. And he's burying them at them. That's 4-4 for the kid. Let's keep it going. Like I said, Jack, I said if he'd done it today, I'm running down to the bookies first thing tomorrow. I'm putting 10 and 10.
It's the prophecies being unleashed, Dermatron. And WATCHALONG, big up WATCHALONG. Thank you so much for the generous support. Big up, boys. Got my Spurs obsessed 9-year-old up at 1:30 a.m. to watch that. Special times for me and him. They're starting to nail this system. It's been a joy to watch. Come on, you Spurs. But Ange Postecoglou has given him that feeling of good football. And you want to also raise your kids on some delicious football, right? You don't want to raise them on, every man behind the ball, dirty tactics like you get with Ten Hag. You want to see him, teach him the liquid football ways of Ange Postecoglou. And if you also have to be waking up at 1:30 a.m., 2:30 a.m., 3:30 a.m., like you guys have to do over in Australia, over in Asia as well. I mean, you want to be seeing entertaining football. It's actually sometimes the result even isn't always as important for you guys because you do have to get up at ungodly hours. You have to go into work tired, go into school tired, and
Yeah.
feels good to know that you're waking up to hopefully see some really good football. And I think Spurs can deliver that under Ange Postecoglou. And hopefully you guys had wonderful memories from this game. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen in a long time as a Spurs fan, and one of my probably the best night we've ever had over at Old Trafford. So I'm hopefully that you guys remember this for a while.
And you know what? One thing as well is I think what's important, to buy buy-in and belief from the son as well is, you know, my dad sold Tottenham Hotspur to me. He told me all about the great Tottenham Hotspur, the ones that went and dominated Europe, picking up a couple of trophies, what we're all about, the prestige, the history. He gave me books to read on them. Then I remember, I think one of the only books I read in my life is, the history of the North London Derby very earlier on, engrossed me into it. Then he started bringing me to games, watching players like David Janol. He's like, son, this is why we support this club. This is why graceful players like that. This is what I was reared on. And I've been lucky. I've seen Robbie Keane, Carrick, Modric, Dembele, players like that. Harry Kane's son, graceful players, Bale, Lennon. I've seen a lot. Berbatov, very graceful players at Tottenham Hotspur, and it keeps you hooked. You just love to see players like that. That's what it's all about being a Spurs fans. And days like this for you and your son is so important in that regard. You can say, son, that's why we support this great club. Because when we get it right, we're the best on the planet. Look at what we can deliver. So absolutely important in that Spurs relationship with you and your son. Big up, Bar.
Enjoy it. Maybe get some donuts for later in the morning for you and him, and enjoy the rest of your week. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful time as Spurs fans together, and you're teaching him the good ways of Spurs. These are the nights that he should be remembering. These are the nights that you guys should enjoy together. Absolute legend. Thank you for the support, Spur. Really appreciate you sending that in. Dark Sun G says, as much as I like Richarlison, Dominic Solanke so far has a quicker and better impact than Richie has. Also, it shows that if Cootie and Van de Ven were match fit, we could have beaten them 2-2. I mean, Dave, in the case of Richarlison versus Dominic Solanke, I'm just excited to have both hopefully at some point this season, because I think at one point when Dominic Solanke needs rest, I think Richarlison should be able to provide something similar. Works hard off of the ball, good in the air, strong physically and whatnot. But he's right. Technically, Dominic Solanke has done what Richarlison couldn't do. He couldn't make that immediate impact, right? And Richarlison took a long time to make any impact really of any kind. Whereas Dominic Solanke, importantly, when you are a big signing for 60 plus million, just like Richarlison was, 60 plus million signing, he's come in quickly and made that impact.
100%. And look, not every player that comes to Tottenham are going to make an immediate impact. Some people, struggle to adjust to the culture, the lifestyle, the busyness nature of London. And it does take time for some players to be able to adapt to the lifestyle. And then, once the life is good, then they're good on the football pitch. That can be the case sometimes. But, up front with our strikers, I think we're very, very impatient, especially me, because I've watched Jurgen Klinsmann, I've watched Harry Kane, I've watched Keane, I've watched Berbatov, I've watched Defoe. Even Peter Crouch used to be a bit of an assassin in front of goal. And then you go on to the likes of the great Jimmy Greaves, Clive Allen. Tottenham have always had great goal scorers at this club. And that's one area of the pitch I won't tolerate shite, and Richarlison, look, he hasn't made the impact that he would have wanted as well. There's a lot going on around that as well. But with Dominic Solanke, we really needed him, especially, and the pressure was on him even more so, knowing that Richarlison had come for a similar price and didn't make that step up. So there's even more of a bigger burden and a weight of expectation on Solanke from the Spurs fans that this has to be right. You can't afford another miss at 60 million. That then is 120 million. We took that for Kane and we've squandered it. Solanke has probably come in and eased them concerns a little bit for people like me, and long may it continue. Immediate impact, that's what he needs as a striker. And I think, I've watched him do an interview, not so long ago, where he said, the quicker you can get your first goal, the better it is, the more confident you feel, and, the better you become. So, and I think we're starting to see that.
Fully fit team would have definitely beaten Manchester United last year as well. That's very true. I think we were even missing Sonny, if I'm not mistaken, in the game last year away from home, unless I'm wrong. on that one. Thomas Owen saying, can you imagine if Son was on the pitch, he would have buried those two chances that Werner had, and maybe would have also buried the third one where Werner, slid that cross to, I think it was Solanke and Madison, and he just got it wrong, couldn't get it to
Mm,
either of them. And you would like to think that Sonny, even if he didn't bury one of those chances, would have been able to have the composure to play that pass. And this could have been 5-0, 6-0 if Sonny was on, but players stepped up. Other ones were able to step up on his behalf.
mm,
It definitely was good to see Thomas Owen, but I do
mm.
agree with you there. It
Uh,
would have been even more fun. It would have been even more embarrassing. And that's why this result, 3-0, it's actually probably flattering to Man United because it could have been worse.
No, 100%. And look, I think there's two things on this. I think one thing, I think it's a blessing in disguise that we've shown that we can rock up to these big places, and go and get a result without Son. That'll do the whole team's confidence world of good, without a doubt. But I almost feel like it's maybe a missed opportunity for Son, because he would have been devastating off that left hand side today. The scoreline we're seeing now, that would have been 5-6, 7-0
Yeah.
if he was out there today. Don't get me wrong, he did miss one against Brentford, one of them 1-on-1 opportunities. But I like to think if Son got a second one, that's in the back of the net, and
His
it's a
eyes would have
different
lit
game
up.
altogether.
He would have
So
smelled blood. He would have smelled
yeah,
blood, and he would have been going for 2s and 3s. He
yeah.
would have been. He's that sort of player. He's hungry for goals. Dark Sun G saying, Sar loves to play Man United. 3 games, 1 goal, and 1 assist. Come on, you
He
Spurs.
got the assist for Solanke's goal, didn't he, with the flick on with the header?
And he had a really good game against Karabag, a performance that I think maybe didn't get all the praise that it deserved. I thought he was immense against Karabag, and he
Mm,
came on as a good impact sub. And if that's what is the role for him right now is, that's totally fine. Like he's a good young player. He doesn't necessarily need to
mm,
start and play every single minute every week. And I think he's someone that's going to be very, very useful for the rest of the season. Dark Sun G and Sar, he comes on, he provides energy, good defensively. He has a lot of attributes that are really good as an impact sub. So I think he
mm,
can be very, very useful for these big games. And he seems like actually a lot of times Sar can be a big game player. He held himself well against AC Milan when we first watched him play, and he's come up big against Man United as well in some of
mm,
these games. And even during the North London Derby, I remember not the last one, but previous ones, I remember he did show to be kind of one of those guys that could, stand toe to toe with some of the best players,
mm.
physically as well. Artist T saying, I don't want to go off on any players because of the result, but with Sonny, we would have scored 6 or 7. Timo doesn't help himself. He's back at Leipzig in January. I mean, Dave, that's the thing, right? I think if Timo scores one of those 2 chances, I think people will be looking at the performance from him a little bit differently, but he doesn't put away those chances, and it's kind of the same narrative, unfortunately, and he did it to himself.
See, that's the thing. Like, we can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, Timo had a much more improved game," which he did to a degree. But everybody's, worry was the end product. Is he going to take these opportunities? And until he starts doing that, I think people are going to find it very hard to give the guy a lot of praise. Don't get me wrong; he terrorized Masraoui. When Adoji was down that left hand side with him, they had a sort of a good working relationship there, and that's one thing I have noticed. Adoji does make a lot more outside runs now, rather than taking up that inside space, which actually allows Kulusevski and Madison all that time in the middle because he's not taking up that space. But in terms of Werner, look, it's hard on the guy because that's all that's going to be spoken about again today is the finishes, and all it's going to do is compound his confidence and stuff like that. But unfortunately, right now, there's no one that can help him bar him. What I would say is Werner, knowing that he's in this form, is he out there after training when everyone's gone home with a bag of balls, putting himself in these scenarios and practicing his finishing? I'm not quite so sure. And if he's not, then it's only him that can help himself by doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think he hasn't. Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to put it by Artist T. He just hasn't helped himself after something like that, after missing those chances. Mark, thank you, Mark, for the support. Send in a super sticker. He just wrote mood. It's the super sticker. This is the best mood to be in, isn't it, Mark? Gleaming, where eyes are just bouncing. We are grinning ear to ear. It's happy clapping energy. Why wouldn't you want to be a happy
Yeah.
clapper when you can feel like this right after games? It just feels too good. I'm going to be this way for weeks. I'm probably going to be intolerable
Yeah.
at this stage, Mark. I'm
Oh,
really looking
international break.
forward
If
to
we
it.
beat Brighton before the international break, we've 2 weeks of this. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to feel too good, Mark. It's the absolute perfect mood, the best mood to be in after a performance like this, and especially against the opponent and in the venue as well. Keith Edwards saying, do you think with 15 to go, we started playing the old Spursy way? I think you mean with the last 15 minutes of the game?
I'm not sure the last 15. I think there was a period before that, the 15 before that maybe, where we played a few forced balls. Remember, Madison played one, Romero played one, Jack, and we were sort of, guys, what are you doing? Like, there's no need to take them stupid risks. Just, do it naturally, and we did get a bit sloppy. But that happens in games that you dominate. And I think the substitutions then with Bergvall coming on, he took the corner, Sau with the flick on, Dominic Solanke with the finish. The subs sort of quickly corrected that. One thing I would say is I'd like Ange to maybe get on that a bit sooner. United did have a couple of opportunities where you're thinking, oh, fuck, if they take one, it's game on. Ange Postecoglou probably delays the subs even longer. So I would like him to do that a little bit quicker. But yeah, there was that sloppy period. But look, over the course of 90 minutes when you're dominating a game like that, I don't blame a player the odd time where it's like so easy.
Yeah.
He could have sat there in a decking chair with a margarita and a Cuban cigar. It was that easy. It happens. It's natural, I suppose. But like I said, the next step is to be killers. Kill these teams off when you've got them like that.
Yeah.
Go and get 3, 4, 5. And I think that will come. I think we've had to do this naturally. We've sort of had to go through the pain. We've got that win by hook or crook against Coventry. Now the confidence is flowing. Now we're semi-taking our chances. Like, you go back a lot of games. We have had so many good breakaways. We could have killed them by even more goals, but I think that's the next step you take. It's organic. I think that's the big word around nowadays, isn't it? Organic. That's what I'm going to use.
It's the word everyone loves to use when feeling good about the food they're eating, about what they're doing. And if anybody, is cooking tonight, I'd say maybe spend a little bit extra, buy the organic stuff, because Spurs are feeling good. We're playing organic football, liquid football. But Keith, I'd say the Spursiness, if there was any Spursiness in this performance, was actually more so in the first half for me, because we had the chance to go 2-0, 3-0 up in the first half, and I don't think we took it. And that was maybe the more Spursy part of it, at least for me. Mark saying, love this channel. If I need to be cheered up, I do come here. Good job today, lads.
Legend.
Come on, you Spurs. Mark, that's really, really kind of you, my friend. And
thank you, Marky.
And Dave and I have said this before, like, we'll try to analyze the results as best we can as they come, right? There was a period where the results were not good, but the performances were, for the most part, there. There were good performances in theory, but there wasn't the results that came with it. And I think for us, especially me, I found that really hard, because I love just being shamelessly, positive and optimistic about Spurs. But when you kind of kept seeing the same thing of us kind of being our own worst enemy in front of goals, kind of opening ourselves up to be kind of basically disappointed, despite playing really well, it just got kind of exhausting just to repeat ourselves after every single game, saying, oh, well, we played well, but we just didn't really kill the team off. And we opened ourselves up to be beat at the end. And I just got really tired of that kind of explanation. And now we're meeting these great performances with great results, and I could just become the intolerable, toxic, happy clapper fan that I love being. And I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks. We just get to be in good mood. We get to talk about how great things have been in the last couple of weeks, and we'll be celebrating it. And I'm really looking forward to that, Mark. And I think Dave and I, we are a better channel when Spurs are winning. Sadly, none of it is in our control. Spurs are going to play how Spurs are going to play, and we have to ride the waves and ride the roller coaster. But when the roller coaster is on the up, I think we feel really, really good.
Do you know what? I appreciate that, Mark, because sometimes it's a nice reminder, why you do this, because you can put a smile on people's face. You can change their mood. You can make them happy, because, sometimes it's hard, right? And look, I'm not going to complain, because I put myself in this position at the end of the day. I could walk away from it any time I wanted to. But, when things don't go right, you're sort of the face that people want to, air their problems to. And sometimes it can become hard and stuff like that. And sometimes you think, what would it be like just to go back to be a normal fan, just sit there in front of the couch, watch the games, stuff like that. And, are you making, like, Dave, you're a 33-year-old man jumping all over the internet, making a show of yourself. What are you doing? But, comments like that is a reminder. That's why I do it. Put smiles on people's faces. Thank you, Mark.
Very kind. Top man Mark also being classy gentleman as well to this channel. George Hill saying, relax, lads, it's only United. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you RSRV. Come on, you Black F Army. It's only United now, George Hill. I think we'll be taking that mentality into the rest of these games against them. We'll look at them as relegation fodder at this point. And I'm looking forward to the bones and the feast of Man United misery for the next couple of weeks, my friend. And send in that fan cam if you have time for it as well, Georgie Hill. Really appreciate you, sir. Thanks for all the support that you show us, and absolutely top class humor. And I'm looking forward to maybe some of those people making tweets like that as well for a Twitter Reacts. Dark Sun G saying, also it shows how class Van de Ven and Cootie are. In previous seasons, we played Dyer and Sanchez, and as a result, we kept on losing to them. we have the better Argentine and Dutch center back pairing with Cudi and Van de Ven, while theirs eat 3 goals. I mean, Dave, right? Matthias de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez, 3 in the back of the net. And then we have Van de Ven and Romero in comparison. Clean sheet.
I mean, almost feel like United's got hard done by. Lisandro Martinez is supposed to be their hard man, but then you look at ours.
Romero's
Not only
harder.
is he so much better on the ball, he's a better passer, he's more commanding, he's dominant, he strikes fear into oppositions. And Lisandro Martinez is trying to be Romero. It's embarrassing. Lisandro, just be yourself. That's your problem. Just be yourself. When it comes to the look, I think there is a real centre back there in Matthias de Ligt. I think he's lost his way a little. That guy that was at Ajax was absolutely a phenomenal defender, one of the most sought after in the world. But look, you look at it, they haven't got it right, have they? They haven't got it right. They have not got it right despite the money they've spent on it. We bought Romero in. As soon as I set my eyes on Romero, I knew this guy was going to be, the start of rebuilding this back line. And then once I set my eyes on Van de Ven, I knew we replaced Toby and Jan Vertonghen. And I think going forward, I think this partnership can deliver that. Let's see if they can deliver more clean sheets. You deliver more clean sheets, you win games. All of a sudden, you're in trophy hunts. That's what it's all about. Simple.
I think we have replaced Toby and on with these two. Dark Sun G, that's for sure. Adrian Chia saying, big up, lads. Anyone think Werner's cursed?
He's took it off you, Adrian Chia.
Yeah, did he get cursed by you, Adrian Chia? You are the king of superstitions and the king of that type of thing. Really appreciate you tuning in, and thanks for joining us this evening, Adrian Chia, and celebrating with us. But yes, I do think Timo is cursed, because at one point, I know it's a while ago, but at one point, this guy really was one of the best scoring strikers in Europe when he was at RB Leipzig. Like, he was scoring 20 plus a season over there, and he was really absolutely ruthless actually in front of goals, and he used to be able to just lace them into the back of the net when he was given chances like that. He was pretty ruthless, but ever since that move to Chelsea, it's just he's lost his way, and I don't think he'll ever be the same player ever again. I think he has been cursed. Somebody put a curse on him, that's for sure. Then Artist T saying, nah, Dave, pizza is the way to celebrate this type of win. I mean, Dave, not sure if you got any good pizza places nearby, but that's what Artist T is telling you. You got to celebrate with a pizza, because technically with a pizza, if you don't finish the whole thing, you do get to have some more for the next day to celebrate the win.
You do. The only thing is with pizza, it doesn't really agree with my stomach. It's one of them. It just sort of bungs me up for about a couple of weeks after. But I think pizza is one of the most overrated foods on the planet, to be brutally honest with you. I just think it's a bit bland. It doesn't really do it for me. It doesn't get me excited. It doesn't put a smile on my face. Sometimes when people go, oh, it's pizza, I sort of go, oh, damn, we're in a bit of trouble here, Dave. What are you going to do? So for me, I think tonight I've decided I'm going to go Chinese Artist Tea. I think I'm going to get that old traditional Irish spice bag, whack some curry sauce on that bad boy, and just devour it.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to do a food tier maker at some point, Artist T, and we'll just really let you down with some of our picks. Pizza sounds very good. I might even think about that for later tonight, this evening, my friend. I think I'm on the same boat as you. Really big up to you, and really appreciate your support. Aiden Forza, thank you, Aiden, for the support. He's saying 60. Dave, take it away.
Oh, 65 million down the drain. Dom Solanke scores again. Come on. Do you know what? I'm going to write a second verse for that, something like Blue and White or something like that. Leave it with me. It's a work in progress. I started off it. Now I just need to continue it on with a couple more lines. But big up, my man. Really appreciate that. I love that. I love that song. I've been dying. I was raging against Leicester because I wanted to break it out so bad, but I'm finally getting my moment 3 times on the bounce. I mean, I'm going to have to come up with a new song if he keeps doing this.
And I think also some people in the comments from a recent video, Dave, they were actually hoping that I think Solanke scores again, just like Johnson did recently, so that you could say this. Say 3-3.
Oh, 3-3.
Oh, no, you didn't do it. I think because I caught you off guard. But
3-3.
Yeah, I think people wanted you to start
3-3.
saying 3-3.
Yeah,
exactly. Aiden, there you go. There's the song, and hopefully you enjoyed that little bit at the end. Dominic Solanke scoring is definitely what we want to be seeing, and it feels really good. I'm a huge fan of Dominic's, and just feels good to see him, taking a bit of that pressure off of him for the time being as well. Really good to see good performances from him match with goals, because I think he's had really good performances since even the Leicester game. Like against Leicester, he played well. He just didn't get the goals that he needed to score, and now he's getting the goals, and I think he's taking that pressure off of him a little bit. It's good to
No,
see.
he is, and long may it continue. Hopefully, what I do want to see is a bit more variety in his goal scoring, but I think that's going to come. But
Yeah, it's a lot to happen.
Aiden, let me know in the comments. When he scores, do you get up and start doing that like I do? I love it. I love to think that people are doing that. Big up, Aiden.
He's singing it loud. He's probably just like from Luis from earlier. He's waking up the dogs, with the singing of the
Yeah.
Dominic Solanke. Dark Sun G is saying Dom for Bournemouth won 3-0, and then today for us he's won 3-0. Ice cold. I think he has been ice cold, and for Spurs, he's just come in with that kind of fresh striker energy where he's given us a lot of what we've been needing from last season. We needed someone who offered that physicality up front that could drop deep, hold off defenders, bring others into play. Also, still contribute so much off of the ball with the pressing. Really like Solanke since he come here. And Dark Sun G, I'm pretty sure you did, but if you saw my scout report, there were a lot of elements of his game that I felt like really did suit this system and really suited Ange Postecoglou. And I fell in love with him actually with that last season with Bournemouth under Raiola, because I felt like
Yeah,
he
you
just
did.
looked like a different player from the Chelsea reject, from the Liverpool reject. I just think in the last year or two, he's become a whole new man, a whole new player. And I hope we receive the benefits of that. And I think Spurs took a massive risk because, right, he's only kind of come good as a striker in the last year or two. But I think if we can tap into that from that Bournemouth season from last year and he builds on that into this year with Spurs, I think we got a real player on our hands. And he's a guy that's been around the block, but now he's come around the block and it looks like he's starting to figure things out as a striker. And let's hope we get plenty more 3-0 days like this under the big Dom. And El Tel Cockerell, member for a whole year. Thank you, Jose. And also thanks for your kind words earlier during the pre-match build-up. I thought that was very kind of what you had to say about the community as well as the memberships and whatnot. And he's saying, clean sheet. I called it. Come on, you. Come on, you M's. I'm not sure what that
Come
was.
on, you MFing Spurs, I think.
Oh, come on, you MFing Spurs. I got the
Or you
effing
mighty
Spurs from
Spurs,
earlier.
maybe. You mighty Spurs.
Come on, you mighty
Jose doesn't
Spurs. Let's
like me as
call
a
it that. Come
swearer.
on, you mighty
Yeah.
Spurs. Dave, he called the clean sheet.
He did. And Jose, I say your missus is going to be absolutely delighted with that as well. Nice clean sheet as well. So absolutely buzzing with that. Big up, Jose. And hopefully we could go get another one, back it up. I'm at the point now where it's like stick a blindfold on me, put that board with all the 20 Premier League stadiums on it. Let me throw it blindly. Who wants it next, I'm absolutely loving life right now. Big up, El Tal.
Big up, Eltel. And big up to all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this channel today. Thank you for joining us for the roller coaster ride that has been Tottenham Hotspur. Whether you've joined us today or whether you joined us for years in the past for these watch-alongs, these are the days that we live for. These are the days that we want to have as Spurs fans. And we get to enjoy it all together. We get to laugh. We get to celebrate. We get to happy clap all together. And I think it feels really, really good. And I'm glad that you guys pick us as your destination for that. Thank you for all the support that we received today. People that have gifted memberships, to the people that have sent in their thoughts as well via super chat, or even just participated to the good vibes of today. We are very thankful for you guys. If you are fan cam members, if you are a fan show member, elite members, send in your thoughts. Keep those celebrations going. Send us, your thoughts on how great today was. Also join us for the fan show this next week too. Please do that. And really just enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever else you have left of it. Or if you're an Australian or someone out in Asia, enjoy the start of your week. Great way to start the week with a win like this one. And these are the nights that we enjoy. These are nights that we look for as Spurs fans. So just want to wish you all a great rest of your time. And thank you so much for supporting us in the way that you guys do. You all absolutely rock.
Oh, look, I love every single one of you. These are the days like this where we can all sit here, happy clap, rejoice together. Almost feel like I might watch The Lion King or something tonight. Life is going out there. A bit of kumbaya going on here. I might even pick up guitar so we can start, having a bit of sing-song after games and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, this is what we got through the week for. This is the grind. This is what we get through the daily grind 5 days a week for to get to this point. And when it all comes together, look how good we can be. Don't get caught up in any shite, don't get caught up in Tottenham only beat a 10-man United. We've come a long way. We've gone up to Old Trafford, we beat Man United 3-0, beat the brakes off them, beat them into submission, beat them into surrender, survived the drowning attempt at the stadium with all the holes in the roof, and we've come out the other side. Go and enjoy your night. Don't get wrapped up in any bullshit, fighting with anybody over opinions. Go and enjoy yourself. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Huge night for us. Let's celebrate it off into the weeks on end. And we'll see you for the next watch along on Thursday for Ferencvaros, and we get to smack them up in Europe. But looking forward
Come
to it,
on.
everybody.
Another win on the cards. I can't
Huge
take
week
it any
for us.
longer.
Let's keep it riding. Let's keep the ants train chewing. We'll see you next time, everybody. Come on.